Okie dokie. You know what? No, I hate that box being there. Fuck it off. All of them? Yep. Hi, chat. How we doing? How in the fuck are we doing? Well, let me move it now. Wow, it really doesn't want me to move chat, like, at all. That's fucking ass. Leave you guys there. Live chat. Fuck, I just do that. Make life easy. Hello, Failure. Hello, Admiral. Hello, Sake. Hello, Dante. Irish. Quibs. Quibs, you're probably fucking excited. AO3 is like a site where you get the... Oh, for fuck's sake. Why are we talking about AO3? Why are we talking about AO3? No! No! I've been past this era for many years. Because we were talking about word count. Oh, y'all talking like the longest stories ever made type shit? Then yeah, it's probably on AO3. To this day, the longest story I've ever read is probably on AO3. What a weird fucking story that was. What a weird story that was. Yes, yes, alright. Bet. Count, sonnies. Fuck off. Ah, bastard. Oh well. Kim Dojo is the 49th ranked bottom of AO3. That's fucking beautiful. High praise to full, by the way. Don't worry, we were just wondering what the largest word count was. Yeah. The longest story in AO3 is My Name is Mock. Thanks a lot. And it has 58 million words. I couldn't tell you what the story I read was. I know it was a DC fanfiction about, like, the Bat family and shit. That one was long, though. That one was ridiculously long. Novel Fire's back? Thank fuck. Please let it be back. It is, thank the Lord, brother. Oh my god, you have no idea how much I was stressing for the better half of, like, 25 minutes. Y'all have no idea how much I was stressing for the better half of, like, 25 minutes, dog. Ooh-wee. Alright, let's get the... Okay. Y'all can stay there as I can go fix the live. Because, yikes, that had me stressing for a bit. Do a little bit of this, do a little bit of that. I can't tell. Kinda hate that's up there. No good lie to you. 1 minute. Let's make shit easy. First of all. Never mind, I think it just fixed itself. Let's move chat there. And yeah, basically it's fixed. I mean, bear in mind little issues here and there. Seems like we good. Motherfucker, no. Who's next? Never mind. Gonna ask questions later. Yeah, alright. Bro's pissing his pants. Ooh, the background changed. Only a little bit. 12 to 17 of Loaded Mysteries. I tried to make it 13, 17, but I didn't have enough time. I like how the cat's just in the background chilling. Well, yeah, it's in a cage. Well, they're all just in a cage. I can just go. Oh, I've already grabbed one. Anyway. Like I said today, we're going to be going through chapter 12 to chapter 17. If we're on a good pace, which honestly, with how I've been reading the actual novelization, which, look how fucked this book is, by the way. You could definitely tell my cousin had this book first. You could even left a little indent there. I feel like we can get pretty far. Depends. What chapter will start? Chapter 12. As it says right up there. Stream's only just began. So we shouldn't be here for too long, hopefully. But yeah. So far we've discovered shit. Not discovered shit, but more like it's Klein remembering things in the body that he's taken over about the fourth epoch, and Mr. Welch and Miss Naya. He just got investigated by the local police and shit. So far, just so good, really. We just got done with him basically just making a lamb beans dinner. Don't forget the bread. You can never forget about the fucking bread. They'll kill you if you forget about the fucking bread. Now, I might be tripping balls. I swear I read past this, but I might have been a little while ago. But I don't know. I might be misremembering. Anyway, if you haven't, like the stream, as you should know by now, we have certain goals we have to reach. One, because it will just help me out, and that's great. And you can't get high points when you're streaming, which sucks. But at 15 likes, as you should know, you get 1 viewer to kitten. At 20 likes, you get 2 to 3 kittens. And at 25 likes, we get to spread that shit out. So all in all, it should be a good time ahead of us. Okay? Should be a mighty good time ahead of us. And I know there's at least 12 people in here. Klein tries to get his bread. He literally just went to Melissa then and was like, "Don't worry, when I'm rich, bitch. When we're rich, we won't have to worry." Other dudes ain't here. Yeah, I know. Those with an account at least. Yeah, true that. I can just add everybody in the Discord server though. There we go. That should work. Only Irish, Dante, Kirbs, and Josh Shake. And Animal. How dare you forget Animal? And Miguel. Just because he hasn't been here for a stream or two doesn't mean we can't forget him. I don't know if it's me, but Cuttlefish really likes to cook about cooking food. He loves to talk about cooking food. He adores it. He adores talking about cooking food and bread. Oh, fuck. I forgot to put on music. Alright, 15 people. Once again, 15 likes, 1 kitten. 20 likes, 2 to 3 kittens, depending on which batch I'm picking up. 25 likes, a whole arm spread of them, okay? Just to remind everybody, because I know they were just a weird little spike in viewers there. Anyway, we might as well just get it started. How far are we into the stream so far? That's why I have to feed up at all fucking times. 10 minutes. We're 10 minutes into the stream. We can start reading now. Food is peak. I could have been here 2 hours before stream. Oh, and I've been here for 2 hours before stream. That makes sense. Hi, Jack. For the speaker, I can understand why. YouTube says you didn't exist the stream for a few moments. That's cringe. That's cringe. I don't like YouTube doing that for me. Anyway. Yo, I just hit on the top fan. Why does Dante have 275 EXP already? What the fuck, brother? What have you been doing? What have you been doing? I can confirm Admiral had been here with me since the start. Good. Anyway, let's... Music playing? Music's definitely not playing. Music playing now? Yep, there we go. Music should be on. Dante hasn't really talked. And yet I believe that too. I think YouTube just really likes Dante being in my chat. Just giving me XP for breathing every time he's in the chat. Anyway. Let's fucking begin, cunt. I've not pressed transition. Boop. There we go. Let's just remove all the fucking waste. Chapter 12 of Lord of the Mysteries. Here Again. Translated by Atlas Studios. By the way, is this the same studio that's currently working on Cuddlefish's other work? Like his new story right now? Because I've heard some whack-ass shit's going on with the new story. I might be wrong there, but I've heard some crazy translation errors coming from the translation team there. Hi, Green. No, it's a new AI. Oh, fuck's sake. Yeah, forget it's China. They need to remove the fucking translating AI thing, because I've heard nothing but bad things about the new story simply because of how it's been translated. Anyway, Melissa, can you not rub my nose in? Klein muttered inwardly. He felt a throbbing pain in his head. The amount of content Klein had forgotten was considered a lot, but neither was it negligible. The interview was in 2 days, so how could he find the time to make up for it? Furthermore, he was involved in such a paranormal activity, so how would it be possible that he would be in a mood to revise? Klein gave his sister a perfunctory response and began to putting it on the appearance of studying. Melissa moved a chair to sit behind him. I swear, if I don't read out loud, I'm fine. I'm fine. I was literally writing down notes beforehand, but the second I start reading out loud, my brain fucking just goes, Melissa moved the chair over to sit beside him. With the lighting shining from the gas lamp, she began working on her assignment. The atmosphere was serene. When it was almost 11 o'clock, the siblings bade each other good night and went to bed. Pondering on the door roused Klein from his dreams. He peered out the window to see the first glimmer of dawn. In a daze, he flipped over and sat up. Who is it? Look at the time now. Why didn't Melissa wake me up? It's me, Dunn Smith. The man with the deep voice outside the door replied. Dunn Smith? Don't know. Klein got off his bed and shook his head and walked towards the door. His door opened to see a grey-eyed police inspector, whom he had met the day before standing in front of him. Alarmed, Klein said, "Oh, is there something wrong?" The policeman replied with a stern look. "We found a carriage, driver. He testified that you had gone to Mr. Welch's place on the 27th, the day when Mr. Welch and Mrs. Nair died. Furthermore, Mr. Welch was the one who paid you for your transportation fees." Klein was startled. He did not feel a tinge of fear or guilt that one would expect to have having his lies exposed. But it was because he was not even lying. In fact, he was even surprised by the evidence provided by Dunn Smith. On the 27th of June, the former client had indeed gone to Mr. Welch's place on the night that he had returned. He killed himself, the exact same way that Welch and Naya did. I bet Google Translate could do a better job. Whoa! Never mind, you can't see that screen. I'm good. I'm good. Klein forced a smile and said, "This is insufficient evidence. This does not directly prove that I am associated to the death of Welch and Naya. Honestly speaking, I am very curious about the whole incident. I want to know what exactly happened to my two poor friends. But I can't remember. In fact, I have almost completely forgotten what I had done on the 27th. You might find it hard to believe, but I have fully relied on the diaries. I had written to roughly make a guess that I had gone to Welch's place on the 27th. You sure have great mental fortitude," Dune Smith said, while nodding. He showed not a trace of anger, nor was he smiling. "You should be able to hear my sincerity." Klein looked at him straight in the eyes. "Oh, you should be able to hear my sincerity." Klein looked at him straight in the eyes and said, "I'm telling the truth. Of course. Only part of it." Dune Smith did not give an immediate response. He swept his glance across the room before saying slowly, "Mr. Welch lost a revolver. I guess I should be able to find it here, right, Mr. Klein?" Indeed. Klein finally understood where the revolver had come from. A thought flashed in his mind when he came to the final verdict in an instant. He raised his hands halfway and retreated, leaving a path open. Then, he sealed at the bunk bed at his chain. "Behind the bedboard." He did not specifically mention that it was at the bottom deck, as no one would normally hide things at the back of the bedboard on the upper deck. That would be too obvious for guests to notice at a glance. Dune did not move forward. The corners of his mouth twitched when he asked, "Nothing to add on?" Without hesitation, Clive replied, There is. Yesterday, when I woke up in the middle of the night, I realized I was laying on my bed with the revolver behind me. There was a bullet in the corner of the room. It was as if I committed suicide, but due to the lack of experience of never having used a gun, or maybe I was just too scared to fire in a moment. Anyway, the bullet did not achieve the desired results. My head is still in place, and I'm still alive now. And since then, I've lost some memories, including what I did at Welch's place on the 27th. I'm not lying. I really can't remember. Da da da. Don't disrespect Captain Dunn. Bitch, I don't know who he is. I just met the fucker. I can't disrespect the man I've only just met. That, I can. But, like, not actually. The unknown has messed me up. For the sake of being eliminated as a suspect, for the sake of getting rid of all these strange events surrounding him, Klein explained almost everything that had happened, except for the transmigration and the gathering. Also, Klein was very careful with his words, allowing every sentence to be inalienable, such as not revealing the fact that the bullet had hit his brains, but only mentioning that it did not achieve the desired results, and that his head was still in place. To others, these statements might seem to convey the exact same idea, but in reality, it was like chalk and cheese. Dune Smith listened quietly, and then said, "This corresponds with what I had surmised. It also corresponds with the hidden logic of familiar incidents of the past. Of course, I have no idea how you managed to survive. I'm glad you believe me. I don't know how I survived either." Klein waved a small sigh of relief. "But," Dune threw a conjecture, "there is no use in me. There is no use in me believing you. You are currently the prime suspect. You have to be confirmed by an expert that you had indeed forgotten what you had went through, or that you have nothing to do with the deaths of Mr. Welch and Miss Naya." He coughed, his expression becoming serious. Mr. Klein, I seek your coordination on coming with me to the police station for an investigation. This should take roughly 2-3 days if it is confirmed that there are no issues with you. The expert is here? Klein asked. Klein asked blankly in return. Didn't they say it would take like another 2 days? She came earlier than expected. Dune turned sideways, signing for Klein to leave. Allow me to leave a note, Klein requested. Benson was still away and Melissa had gone to school. He could only leave a note to inform them that he was involved in an incident associated with Welch, so that they did not have to worry about him. Dunn nodded, barely minding. Alright. Klein returned to the desk. As he searched the paper, he began thinking about what it was about to occur. Honestly speaking, he did not wish to meet the expert. After all, he had a much bigger secret. In a place where even the 7 major churches under the premise of the Emperor Rosé, or Rosal, who was suspected to be a transmigrator predecessor, was assassinated. A thing like transmigration usually meant that things would have to go to court under abbreviation. But without weapons, combat skills, or superpowers, he was no match for the professional policeman. What's more, a few of Dunn's subordinates were standing in the dark outside. Once they drew the guns at me and shot me, I'd be finished. I'll take... Sorry, I just got really fucking weird information. Hello? Dog, people are nasty. Dog, people are nasty. Oh my, you know what? I'm gonna turn off notifications. I'm gonna put my phone on Do Not Disturb. I wanna fucking catch up to that as soon as possible. I'll take one step at a time. Klein left the nose, grabbed his keys, and followed Dune to the outside room. Along the dark alley, 4 policemen in black and white checkered uniforms split into pairs, guarding them on both sides. They were very alert. Klein followed alongside Dune as they went down the wooden stairs, which occasionally creaked in protest. Outside the apartment, there was a 4-wheeled chaired carriage on the side. There was a four-wheeled carriage. On the side of the carriage, there was the 2 crossed sword and a crown police emblem. Surrounding. I know that insignia. If you know your British history, you should be concerned about that being an insignia, at the very least. I like this, I say Dune like done, but a bit different. Praise the fool. Hello, Helia. I don't know how to pronounce the first part of that name. Which volume are you reading, bro? Volume 1? Chapters right up there, bud. 12 to 17. This is only chapter 12. On the side of the carriage, there was 2 crossed swords and a crown. Police album. The surrounding was crowned and bustling with noise as usual. Go on. Up. Dunn sighed for Clyde to go first. Klein was just about to step forward onto the when an oyster oyster seller suddenly grabbed a customer and claimed that he was a thief. Both parties wrestled and triggered a response from the horses, causing the great chaos. Opportunity! There wasn't much time for Klein to think any further. He bent forward and dashed towards the crowd. Either shoving or dodging, he escaped factually towards the other end of the street. Right now, for the sake of not meeting the expert, he could only proceed by going to the pier outside the city, taking a boat down to the Tussock River, and escaping to the capital. Backwood, the population was higher there, making it easy to hide. Of course, he could also get on a steam train, go eastwards near the Edmet Harbor, and take the sea route to Pritz towards Backwood. Right, I forgot the story likes to fucking info dump. Just a little bit. Praise the Evernight Goddess. He's just like you, Josh. Hey, I don't run away from my problems. I usually head charge that shit straight first. I just completed Volume 2, man, first time reading, but it was a real banger. Hell yeah. Would you say it fits your name, Masterpiece? It info dumps at a bit at oh my god, it info dumps a bit at the start. I believe it. Not long after, Klein arrived at the street and made a turn onto the Iron Cross Street. There were several carriages that could be hired. To the pier outside the city. Klein reached out of his hand and hopped onto one of the carriages. He had thought through things clearly. Firstly, he had misled the police that they were coming for him. Once the carriage was a suitable distance away from them, he would jump right off. Alrighty. The carriage driver tugged at the reins. The carriage left the Iron Cross Street. Just as Klein was about to jump off the carriage, he noticed that he had to turn into another road. Wasn't that lead out of the city? Where are you going? Klein blurted at his momentary daze. The Welch's place, the carriage driver answered monotonously. What? Klein was at a loss for words. The carriage driver turned around, exposing his cold grey eyes. It was Dune Smith, the grey-eyed policeman. You. Klein was flustered. Everything suddenly became a blur as though the world spun around him when he was instantly sat up. Sat up? Klein was looking around confused. He noticed the crimson moon outside the window, and the room began to be covered in a crimson veil. He reached out with his hand to feel his forehead. It was all moist and cold. Cold sweat? He felt the exact same. It was a nightmare. Klein sighed. Klein heaved a sigh. All is well. All is well. You will not exist in another timeline. This is true death. Should I be concerned about that? Should I be concerned about you do not exist in any other timelines? This is true death. First of all, that's a cold-ass line, but what the hell? I always forget how smart Klein is at the start. Well, it's a bit much as long as he follows the Evernight Goddess. He is really smart at the start. And just like your problems, they always catch up to you. Hey. They only catch up to me sometimes. Also, I just paid attention. We're at 15 likes, bitches. Which means it's kitten time. Hello, Papa. It's Baba time. Baba time. Baba time. Baba time. Kittens. What's up, bud? Don't worry, I got you. There you go. Go back with your siblings now. To anybody new, I have like goals. 15 for 1, 20 likes for 2 to 3, 25 to get an arm bunch spread out like that. Because I know there's a couple of new names in here at the very least. So, might as well just inform you now. Let's not forget the transition real quick. What will you show us when the kittens grow up, Joshua? Bro's clicking the top of the kitten's head like it's a mouse. Amen. That's a good point. I don't know. Freedom are already gone. Not now. They've got homes when they grow up. Is what I'm saying. Anyway. He found it weird. He was rather clear-minded in his dream. Even he was able to think calmly. After calming down, Klein looked at his pocket watch. It was only 2 in the morning. He got out of bed quietly and planned to head to the washroom where he could wash his face and empty the begrudging bladder. He opened the door and walked alongside the dark corridor under the dim moonlight. He walked slightly towards the washroom. This is a dream. What are their names? Those ones don't have a name yet. I really don't know what the fucking name those lot. But the other lot of kittens are named after the cohort from Shadow Slave. Because weirdly enough, they all kind of fit. Specifically the black and white one. I believe they don't have a names. He will show us Sunny and Nephis and Sunny every light goal. Or at least I hope so. I think he's only named 2. I don't remember the 4th. The 5 in the other room are named after the cohort. Those 4 do not have a name. No idea what the fuck I'm gonna name them. Honestly, for shits and gigs, because it is 2 girls and 2 boys in that litter, I might just name them after the Scoop Gang. Freddy, Daphne, Thelma, and Shaggy. See how it goes there. Also, this is definitely a nightmare, right? He opened the door and walked along the dark corridor under the dim moonlight. He walked lightly towards the washroom. Suddenly, he noticed a silhouette outside the window at the end of the corridor. The silhouette was wearing a black windbreaker that was shorter than the coat, but longer than his jacket. That silhouette was partly camouflaged in darkness, bathing in the crimson moonlight. That silhouette turned around slowly, his eyes deep, grey, and cold. Dune Smith. Yeah, alright. Okie dokie. That's interesting. Wacky dream. Gotta love a wacky dream sequence. Aura farming. Not only do I plan to get better at reading, I plan to get better at writing as well, so I might as well just get used to the pen and paper. Jet, Morgan, Mordor, and Noctis. Oh, I could have named them after the Immortal Saints. That's kind of fucked up knowing the kitten's history, but also really funny. Do we know any other... Noctis, Sylvain, Servrax. Yes, we do. Heart God. The one that represents the Heart God. I know we know her name. But bear in mind that. No idea. Audrey? Yeah, Audrey. Or Audrey. I don't know. Anyway, Chapter 13 of Lord of the Mysteries. Night Hawk. Ooh, the font's changed. Not the font change. Yeah, but like, I'm not naming my cat Sun Prince. I'm also not naming a cat Lady of the North. Anyway. Whoop. Klein couldn't help but take a step back. For a moment, he was unsure if he was even awake or still in his dream. The silhouette took off the black top hat and bowed a little as he said with a smile, reintroducing myself. Nighthawk, Dune Smith. Nighthawk? one of the codenames of the Church of the Evernight Goddess. Beyond the teams, which Justice and the Hangman mentioned before. Klein suddenly realized something, and exclaimed after making the connection. You can control dreams. You just made me dream of that. What's the fucking name of it? I literally just saw it then. Beyond it. Oh lord. Dunsmith. Dunesmith, I don't know. Hello, Echoes. Can you name them after the Ore of the Nine and Urias? They're going to consume a lot of essence. Knowing how small the mother is? Yeah, a little bit. He doesn't have 9 kittens, so he can't. Kirbs, do you want to do the math again? First of all, I don't know even, like, I know 2 names of the 9. First of all, bitch. Second of all, like, what, am I just gonna call them the collective the 9? 9 unnamed kitten Joshua. Yeah, that's what I'm fucking saying. Since there are 9 kittens, so when you name them the 9, name them after that. Alright, so one's called Arias, or Urus. Arias? Urus? I honestly have no idea how to pronounce his name. And the other one... Bloody hell, what the fuck's his name? I'm forgetting his name. No! I'm forgetting his name. Oh well. And for the new viewers in chat, not caught up to Shadow Slave. Not even 1,000 chapters in before I see any extra names. Oro, that's his name. Thank you. Anyway, back to reading. Nighthawk Don Smith wore his black hat again, concealing his slightly high hairline with a deep grey eyes, and he said, "No, I only entered your dreams and made them a necessary guidance." His voice was deep and smoothing. It reverberated through the dimly lit corridor without disturbing the sweet dreams of others. In dreams, even though much of yours are usually suppressed emotions and various dark thoughts, in you are amplified, making every choice seem chaotic, absurd, and crazy. They are all rooted in reality, since reality exists. For veterans like me, everything is crystal clear. Compared to a conscious you, I believe the you in your dreams more. Okay. I read that wrong, but I understand what he's trying to say. Oro's a very forgettable member of the 9. I'm on book 2 of the Circle of Inevitability. It's peak. I've heard Circle of Inevitability is good, but it has a shit ending. Which kind of makes me scared to read it. His hairline is as bad as Sylvia's. His hairline, it cannot be as bad as Sylvia's. That is a fucking Vegeta cut, brother. Sylvia's hairline's far worse. Her barber is bad. No. Koi's ending is good. Shit readers, though. Yeah, I did hear about Cuttlefish taking a piss out of his readers. Which, honestly, based. Fair enough. Anyway. This. What a normal human could control his... This. What a normal human being could control his dreams? What if I dreamed of something on Earth that, wouldn't Doomed Sniff have noticed? Doomed Sniff. Dun Smith had noticed something? Klein was petrified about what would happen in the dream. I'm sorry, I've got to change the fucking font. This is driving me crazy. You. There we go. Yet, he quickly found it bizarre. He remembered being very much sober and rational, knowing what he had to say and what not to say. Put it simply, he did not feel like dreaming at all. So Dune Smith only saw what I wanted him to see. Klein's mind whirled as he gained a glimmer of understanding. This is the perk that resulted from transmigration, like having a special body and soul? Or was it the effects of the luck enchantment ritual? So, Mr. Smith, do you believe that I really lost my... Mr. Smith, do you really believe that I lost my memories? Klein organized his thoughts and asked in reply. Dune Smith did not answer him directly, instead looked at him keenly. You are actually not surprised by the course of the events? I've met people who wouldn't believe in the power of the Beyonders. Oh, I've met people who wouldn't believe in the power of Beyonders. They would rather believe that they haven't really woken up. Klein, tentatively, acknowledged as he said, perhaps I have always been praying, hoping there'd be such a power to help me. An interesting train of thought. Perhaps you had survived not only because you were lucky. Dunn nodded expressionlessly. I can confirm that you really lost parts of your memory due to the incident, especially those related to it. So, can I get them back? Klein heaved a long sigh of relief in his head as it robbed. Ooh, brother. Managed to spend on the franchise beside the new book. It's just book 3 in disguise. That'd be really fucking cool. I did hear it's something similarly related to like the Chinese embassy, or related to telling a story almost like Kingdom. I don't know. I might give it a read. Doom paced a hand on his pocket, and slowly walked towards Klein. The surrounding darkness became tranquil and gentle. No, you still have to come with me to see the expert. He smiled politely and said, Why? Klein blurted out and then added, You don't believe in the findings of my dream? You must be joking. If that expert specializes in hypnosis or mind reading and stuff, then wouldn't my biggest secret be exposed? I feel like something funny is going to be happening here, I'm not going to lie. The consequences would be beyond imagination. I'm quite humble, usually, but I'm still confident in things related to dreams, Dune calmly replied. However, for important key matters, there is no harm in confronting them again. Plus, our specialist lies in a different area. Perhaps she can help you recover some of your memories. Not waiting for Klein to reply, his voice turned deeper. After all, you're connected to the whereabouts of the Antolgius family notebook. Ooh. Shock horror, the Beyonder knows about the fucking book of the 4th epoch or whatever the fuck. Oh, that's probably why the fucking the green-eyed bitch, the little fucking, fucker. Probably why he went over to go see the fucking notebook. God, gotta try and read my handwriting later on. It's gonna be a fucking nightmare. Green eyes? Yeah. Antigonus. Not whatever you said, Joshua. Brother, I'm never gonna be able to pronounce that correctly. Never. I don't even think if I watched the anime, I'd be able to pronounce that fucking name correctly. What? Klein froze. Dune stopped right in front of him, locking his grey eyes on Klein's eyes and said, At the scene of the suicide, there was not a single trace of that notebook from the 4th epoch. Roach is dead, Knight is dead, and you are the only lead. Alright then, Klein said silently for a moment before exhaling. A missing notebook. Now this is really peculiar. How did I not think about the whereabouts of the notebook from the fourth epoch? Dune nodded silently, walking past Klein and said, "Lock your door and come with me. Come with me to Welch's apartment. The expert is waiting for us there." Klein took a silent breath. His heart was thumping wildly as he felt uneasy. Antigonus. I got through. Or maybe I'm wrong. He wanted to decline and even had the intention to run. However, he believed that with what had happened in his dream, Dune Smith would have definitely heightened his levels of God. And with the difference in strength between a normal human and a Beyonder, there was little chance of success by using force. He must have had the revolver with him too. He must have also had practice using a revolver. Many thoughts flashed past his mind. Eventually, Klein chose to accept the reality. Alright. I can only take one step at a time to see how this thing unfolds. Maybe the miraculous power in my dream will take effect again. Eh? Oh, is he talking about the grey fog thing? Then let's go, Dune said in an indifferent tone. Klein turned and followed. After taking 2 steps, he suddenly stopped and said, "Mr. Smith, I would like to use the bathroom first." I came out originally to use the bathroom. Dune did not stop him. Instead, he gave him a keen look and said, "No problem, Klein. Believe me, I am far more powerful than you can imagine in the Dark Knight." Oh, got a fucking Noctis situation right here. In the Dark Knight. Klein silently repeated this phrase. He did not make any reckless attempt to escape, and honestly relieved himself. He had washed his face with the cold water, completely calming himself down. Klein changed into his outfit and closed the door to the apartment. His gentle steps, Klein followed Dune down the stairs and walked towards the building's entrance. In such a tranquil setting, Dune opened his mouth and spoke suddenly. At the end of the dream, why did you try to escape? What were you afraid of? Oh, someone found emotes. I just see little 100 signs fucking popping up somewhere. Klein immediately thought of an answer as he said, I don't remember. I don't remember what I did in Welch's place, nor do I remember if I was directly involved in Welch and Knight's death. I was afraid if it was really proven to be my doing, I would rather gamble and escape. I could at least start anew in the southern continent. I would have done the same if I were you, Dune said as he pushed open the door to the building, letting the cold midnight breeze to dissipate the sweltering heat inside. Oh. You? Yep. He was not afraid of Klein running away, as he got into the carriage. It was exactly the one Klein had dreamed of, a 4-wheel carriage drawn with a single horse and the carriage driver. There was also the police emblem, the double-crossed swords, and a cluster of crowns served onto the sides of the carriage.
What's up? What's up?
What's up? No, never mind. Just hungry. Klein had followed the carriage inside. There was a thick carpet laid out in place was filled with a soothing fragrance. Having sat down, he looked at the topic of probe for more information. Mr. Smith, what if, and I mean if, the expert confirms that I have really forgotten a part of my memories, and that there are no other evidence to which points me being the perpetrator or the victim, would this be over? In theory, yes, we will try and search the notebook through other means. We will try and search for the notebook through other means. As long as it exists, it can be found. Of course, before that, we will have to make sure that you are not cursed or have any sense of cacodemons? cacodemons. And then they have... Oh, and there are no related psychological problems lingering. We have to ensure that you can embrace the rest of your life peacefully and healthily. Dune Smith had a smile on his face, a rather unusual smile. You're gonna get him wrapped up in this shit. Klein caught on to this point keenly and promptly inquired, "In theory?" "Yes, only in theory. In this field of work, there are always twisted, unorthodox, and inexplicable things happening." Dune looked at Klein in the eyes and said, "Their continuation or end are not for what we foresee or control at times." Do you think Klein is experiencing a dream in a dream? Yeah, I think he's already with the expert, and I don't think he's realized it yet. Like, he had, Dune had just mentioned then that, like, he can't control dreams, he can only really view them. Which is like, how are we doing this kind of fuckery then? So I do think the expert's already with them. But not knowing what the fuck a Keiko demon is, it's kind of interesting. It's kind of fun. Okie dokie. For example, Klein actually felt frightened for the moment. The carriage sped through an almost empty street. Dune took out his tobacco pipe, sniffed it while saying, "Well, we believe that we can get when we believe that things have to come to an end, with everything going back to normal, it would resurface in a terrifying, chilling way. A few years ago, we handled a case regarding an evil cult. They did live sacrifices to please an evil god by making followers commit suicide. When one of those followers was chosen, his survival instincts triumphed over his foolishness, twisted beliefs, and psychedelic drugs. He secretly escaped and reported it to the police. The case was handed over to us in a very small mission. Since there were no beyonders in the cult, the deity they worship was actually randomly fought up by the leader, merely for the sake of money and satisfaction. Humanity was lost there. We only used 2 members, coupled with the support from the police, to suppress this cult. No one was off the hook. For the whistleblower, we also confirmed that he had no lingering demonic scent left on him. He was not cursed, but he did suffer and he did not suffer any mental disorders. He didn't have any personality problems or any other irregularities. Nothing. Fuck me. Klein just experienced him being trapped in a dream, so this scenario is really funny to me. Oh yeah. Hello, Alex. One of the best novels. The best. Fucking dies. Later, we got a decent advancement on his career. Got married to a very good wife, had a son, and had a daughter. His dark past seemed far away from him. The horror and bloodshed seemed to have completely vanished. At this point, Dune Smith gave out a laugh and said, "Yes, in March this year, despite being good financially, healthy, and having a lovely wife and adorable kids, he strangled himself to death in his own office." The crimson moonlight outside the carriage window shone upon Don Smith. At that instant, his seemingly self-desire smile made Klein feel unspeakably horrified. Strangled himself to death? Klein drew another gasp of cool air silently, as if seeing his own tragic end. If I had escaped it once, maybe it was just temporary. Was there any way to resolve this completely? Become beyond it to fight it? The carriage returned to silence. Countless thoughts welled in Klein's mind. Under the awkward sounds, the carriage traveled for a long time at high speeds. Just as Klein made up his mind to consult Dune Smith for any solutions, the carriage came to a halt. Mr. Smith, have we reached Welch's apartment? The carriage driver's voice was heard. Oh, Mr. Smith, we've reached Welch's apartment. Let's get down. Dune straightened out his blackened coat and reached his knees. Oh, let me introduce myself beforehand. The official disguise of the experts is the most renowned spirit medium in our country. Hey, how about we don't do that? How about you just stay right there? Klein suppressed his other thoughts and asked courteously, then what is her actual identity? Dune half turned his body and turned his neck back. With his obscured grey eyes, he said, a true spirit medium. Okay. That was an interesting chapter. Learned a couple things. Let's put you back in there. I do find it funny in a world filled with, like, supernatural powered human beings, that there's still fucked up wacky cults, like, like, what the fuck? That's really funny to me. But the comment beforehand, oh my god, why are we like this? Blue, fuck off. Move. I told you to fucking move. I swear I've got a fat ass dog. Anyway. Where was it? Let's put this back in dyslexia mode. Where was the comment? The comment was very interesting. First of all, this comment's really interesting to me. In dreams, even though much of your usual suppressed emotions and very dark thoughts are amplified, making everything seem chaotic, absurd, and crazy, they are all rooted in reality since reality exists. For veterans like me, everything is crystal clear. Compared to a conscious you, I believe in your dreams more. Which is just generally like a smart comment when it comes to thinking about exploring dreams. And shit. Also 100% proving that he's done this multiple times to Klein, more than likely. And what was the other comment? There was another comment that intrigued me before. There was another interesting... Was it this chapter or was it not? Oh, I think it might have been the ability to still be able to find the book. Revolver Weapon 2. Why can't I fucking find it? I'm reading Shadow Slave Volume 3. You'll like it. It's good. My least favorite volume so far, but it's still really good. Bros Behind Us. I haven't actually read Shadow Slave, but I do plan to after T-Bay. Valid. We did not have the best experience with the beginning after the end. I can tell you that. We had a very funny time with the mom with her. If gods exist, then there will be some weird ass shit. Yeah. Is T-Bay great? It's fine. What do you think he's implying? He's done it. Yeah, I think he's gone to Klein's brain probably at least twice. Like, more than likely, he's done it twice. Yes, I'm on Volume 5 to end now, and it was a solid 8 out of 10, just to get a bit slow from time to time. Yeah, that's fair. Anyway, let's get to chapter 14. Also, barely under an hour. That's impressive. I'm asking, why do you think he's done it multiple times? From his little fucking comment beforehand. talking about dreams specifically, and when he's explaining the process of him being able to explore dreams, he's making it sound like, I've done this to you. I'm not going to say it explicitly, but we've tried, because you are investigated with this book, because you have done research on the Fourth Epoch, and this fucking family, this weird book that you're trying to decipher, and the fact that 2 people have killed themselves, and you're still alive, and you've insinuated that you've killed yourself. Don't fully trust you. He could, yeah, that's the issue though. He could be saying he'd done it a lot. He could be saying he's done it to Klein at least once. Once before Klein acknowledged the fact he was in a fucked up weird reality dream. I am going to piss really quickly though. Holy fuck. I'm back. Ding, 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 ding. I just realized the delay is actually fixed. So that's quite nice. Light speed session, brother. I piss like a fire hydrant. I go, and I'm done. It's all fucking gone. Yeah, that's true. He doesn't know that. I also think it'd be really fucking weird if he did think that, though. He just thinks Klein almost killed himself, but missed. I'm sorry, a failed suicide attempt with a gun is always going to be the funniest thing in my brain. I'm sorry. The idea of having something that can go at Mach speed consistently, right fucking there, and you somehow, like a dumbass, miss, or here, or here, or here. Always going to be funny to me. Don't get me wrong, you can get very specific portions of the brain, like right there. If you just go all the way through, not even all the way through, just angle it. You can survive instances like that and still be kind of fine. Your memory's going to be fucked. Not a lot, but a little bit. But that's always going to be funny. That's always going to be funny to me. Why is that being opened? Hello? Why is that being opened? Oh, because of fucking thingy me bob. God damn it. Ah, bollocks. Well, I don't like that. How about we close that back up? Fuck off! Shit's breaking. Shit's breaking. I'm not liking this anymore. Okay, there we go. Klein has bad aim. I really bad aim, yeah. It's just too funny to not acknowledge at least a little bit. Anyway, chapter 14. The Medium. Nothing's changed? Nothing's changed? Can I go out of the studio for a minute? Okay, good. Anyway. Can I fix it now? No, fucking bitch. Anyway, the Medium. True medium. Klein repeated this description inwardly and did not try to speak again. He followed Dunesmith down the carriage. Welch's place in Tingen was a detached house with a garden. Rich prick. The road outside of the house, of the hollowed metal gates, allowed the carriage to pass through at least once. The street lamps lined the street of the road every 50 meters. His previous life, they were gas lamps, and the height of the lamps were about that of an adult man, so it could be convenient to the lights of the lamps. God fucking damn. Hello, Walter. Is suicide Suicide tent might be a Russian roulette. That might be true. That might be true. That... That's brilliant, though. Hello, Walter. Hello... Ergo? I'm gonna call you Ergo. The black metal was closely pressed to the glass, forming a checkered pattern, casting out classical paper lantern-like artwork. Coldness and warmth were intertwined, while the darkness and light coexisted. Walking along the pathway, blanketed by rays of the sunset, Klein and Dune Smith entered Welch's rented place through the ajar metal gate. Facing the main entrance, first of all, weird fucking wording there. Facing the main entrance as the cemented road that led straight to the two-floored bungalow. That's not a fucking bungalow! Whatever. Well, fine. Two carriages could go at once. There was a garden to the left of the lawn. There was a garden to the left and a lawn to the right. A pleasantly faint fragrance from the flowers mixed with the cool scent of the fresh grass made one feel happy and relaxed. As soon as he stepped in, Klein shivered and peered around. Fucking Christ, I had a stroke. How do you miss Point Blank? Point Blank. Fuck me, I'm on one today. Like I said, really bad aim. Yeah. He felt that in the garden, somewhere in the lawn, on the roof, beyond the swing, somewhere in the dark corner, a pair of eyes were observing him. That's great. I love that. There was clearly no one here, yet Klein felt as if he was in a crowded street. The strange contrast, this peculiar feeling tensed him up. A chill ran down his spine. Something's wrong. He couldn't help but to explain to Dune. Dune's expression remained unchanged as he walked beside him and replied calmly. Just ignore them. Bitch! Ignore them? Bitch! Since the Nighthawk had said so, Klein tolerated the chilling feeling of not being able to notice the perpetrators despite being followed, spied, and observed, step by step. He arrived at the main entrance of the bungalow. If this goes on for any longer, I will go crazy. As Doom reached out his hand to knock on the door, Klein quickly turned around. Flowers swayed in the wind without a person in sight. Come in, gentlemen. A seemingly ethereal voice came from inside. Dunn turned the doorknob, pushed the door open, and said to the woman on the sofa, Dayla, any results? The chandelier in the living room was unlit. A set of two leather couches surrounded the marble coffee table. On the table was a lit candle, but the light emitted a cobalt blue glow. It covered half the enclosed living room, dining room, and kitchen with a strange airy hue. In the middle of the sofa sat a lady with a hooded black robe, who wore a blue eyeshadow and blush. The exposed silver bracelet with a hanging white crystal pendant was worn around her wrist. At the first sight, Klein had an explicit feeling. She was dressed like a real medium. Was she stereotyping herself? Dale, the medium with an uncanny beauty, took a quick glance at Klein with her twisting emerald eyes. She looked at Dune Smith and said, "The original spirits have all disappeared, including that of Welch and Nyers. Right now, all of those little rascals know nothing at all." Spirits, spirit medium. All the invisible things that were spying on him previously were spirits? There were so many of them. Klein removed his hat and placed across his chest, bowing slightly as he said, "Good evening, madam." Mommy Dale. Ain't no mommy here. Holy, my hands can't work. Don't worry about it. Your hands can't work, my mouth can't work. All welcome. We'll find a way. We will find a way. Dunesmith sighed. That's tricky. Dale. Daily? Diley. This is climber ready. If you can get anything out of him. The medium, Diley, shifted her gaze on the Klein immediately. She pointed out a single armchair and said, "Please, take a seat." Thank you. Klein nodded, taking a few steps over, sat down obediently. Good boy. His heart raced uncontrollably. Whether I survive, whether I can get through this successfully, or have my secrets exposed, with all damned or whatever happens next. And all the things that made him feel the most helpless. I'm going to fucking break something if this shit will not fucking work. It feels so weird watching someone read, not gonna lie. Honestly, weirdly enough, you get used to it. I don't know how, I don't know why, you kind of get used to it. Like, I'm not used to reading in front of people. I've not done that since high school. And yet, here I fucking am. Reading in front of 16 people so far. Same. Dante's been here for several streams. He still finds it weird. Anyway. And the things that made him feel the most helpless was that he had nothing to rely on. He could only place his hopes in the inherent specialness. This feeling really sucks. Klein thought bitterly. Next, Dune sat on the two-seater sofa opposite of Klein. Dale took a 2 full-size glass bottle from her waist pouch. Sorry. What about it? Bollocks. Please. Just. Thank you. There we go. Her emerald eyes smiled at Klein as she said, "I need a bit of help here. After all, you're not an enemy. I can't treat you harshly. This might make you uncomfortable. Or put you in pain. It might even leave some serious side effects on you. I'll give you some fragrances to make you feel tender and smooth, which will allow you to let loose bit by bit so you can truly indulge in those feelings." That sounded wrong. Klein gazed at his eyes and were filled with shock. Seated across him, Dune laughed and said, "Don't be weirded out. We are all different. We're all from different fellows from the Church of the Lord of Storms. Here, the ladies can also verbally tense men. In this regard, you should be able to understand. Your mother was a devout believer of the goddess. You and your brother used to attend Sunday school at the church. I understand. It's just that I never thought that you'd be such a. Klein gestured that he could not find the right words. He almost blurted out a different translation for veteran driver. What? What? I'm sorry, what? First of all, I've not heard that name in a fat fucking minute. Both parts of the... It's really funny that the only person I can actively think of that has any sort of control over the storms is fucking Aquaman. Every other person I can think of that is in any form of, like, god or some sort of deity that controls the storms is always a woman. Are we saying women are overly emotional? Are we saying they can't control themselves, like the weather? If so, I completely agree, and I don't know why I'm arguing with the point. Doom curved the corners of his mouth and said, "Don't worry. Actually, Dale Seldom. Dale Seldom? Fuck me. Do you want a bigger hippie name, brother? Dale Seldom does this. She just wants to use the methods to calm you down. She prefers corpses over men. Fucking same at this point. You make me sound perverted," Dale interjected with a smile. She opened up one of her little bottles and dropped a few drops onto the bright blue candle flame. Night vanilla, slumber flower, what the fuck does that even mean? A caramel, all distilled and extracted to form an aromatic floral essence. I call it Amatha. It means tranquility in the Hermes language. It smells really amazing. Well, I learned about it. Well, technically not a new flower, but yeah, you know, I learned that flower has a different name from the one I'm used to. Alright. Later, I go. Her last name is Seldom. Still, do you want a bigger, hippie, medium name? Seldom's kind of like the biggest, fattest fucking on the nose possible. The beautifully enchanting... as they chanted, the candle flame flickered, evaporating the floral essence and filling the room with this aroma. A beautifully enchanting aroma found its way into Klein's nostrils. He no longer felt tensed up. He instantly calmed, as if gazing into the darkness of the silent night. I can't understand if Josh is trying to find a meaning in the Church of Storm's name, or if he thinks that the Lord of Storms is a slur for women. No. Alright. You think I'm throwing the ball there? Came to the conclusion I'm throwing it there. I'm actually throwing it that way. Like, no. I'm taking a piss that every single variation of a storm god is a woman that isn't Poseidon and Aquaman. That's all I'm trying to do. I would never tease little old Josh. Her last name's longer. The Lord of Storms is a dude. Literally says woman, but okay. Yay, how lively the early Lord of Mysteries was. Enjoy all the normalness, because it only goes for, it only breaks the further you go. Cuddlefish is brutal. Lord isn't a female title. I mean, it's Lord. Am I tripping? Did it not just say Lady of the Storm? It says Lord of the Storms, there because of the church beliefs. Yeah, and the church is inherently sexist. That's an inherent thing. Like, there's no arguing that one. I fucking dare you to try and argue with me on that one. This bottle is called the Eye of the Spirit. Barks and leaves of drago and popular trees are sun-dried for 7 days and decorated and decated thrice. Then they are immersed within a lintia wine. Of course, there would be several incantations while we're at it. As Dale described the liquid, the amber substance dropped onto the cobalt blue candle flame. Upon smelling the ethereal scent of the aromatic wine, Klein noticed that the candle flame was dancing wildly. The luster of Dale's blue eyeshadow and blush tone oddly, to the extent of him seeing double. Oh, kind of like the Running the Witch situation. Okay. I get it. Got it. Got it. It is great with help. It's a great helping hand for mediumship. It's also a floral essence that is sufficiently enchanting. As Dale explained continuously, Klein felt as if her voice was coming from all around. Fuck! My voice is killing me. Blasphemy of the Lord of Storms. I'm pretty sure it says she is not the Lady of Storms to show that it's a church. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. It said lady indeed. Yeah, no. Uh-oh, guys. Quips is trying to trip you up. You know what? In this instance, if we're talking about Jet, I would believe the chat. I'm going to trust Quibs for Lord of the Mystery shit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit more. Bewildered, Klein looked around and realized that everyone was swaying in a blur. He felt as in he was surrounded by layers and layers of fog. Even his body was swaying as if phasing away before he began floating and losing his balance. Colors blended into an impressionist painting. The reds were redder, the blues were bluer, the blacks were blacker, appearing more defined than usual. It was dreamy and hazy. Distinct murmurs from the surroundings came as if hundreds of thousands of people who could not have been seen were debating. This familiar scene to the look enchantment ritual. I did it before, but without the kind of madness that makes your head feel like it's about to explode. Klein looked around and thought quietly. Yeah, this kind of gives off the same energy that he kind of went through with the fucking blues and the reds and shit before entering the fuck gate, or whatever the fuck it's called. At this moment, his vision was locked into a pair of eyes that were crystal clear like emerald. On the blurry sofa sat Dale in a black robe. Eccentrically, her gaze concentrated on the tip of Klein's head. Her smile and a gentle voice said, "Let me properly introduce myself. I am the spirit medium, Dale. I can still have rational thoughts. It's like when it was like when I had that look enchantment ritual at the gathering. Yeah, I thought so." The thought crossed Klein's mind as he unintentionally behaved, muddled, and said, "Hello there." Whoopsies. My bad. I was clicking shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Quips. Quips, can you talk? No, we can't. I'm sorry. Fuck. Oh. I was fixing chat and I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Quibs. Quibs, where are you? Standard moderator. Oh, can someone go into the Discord and tell Quibs to come back? I fucked him up a little bit. Did you kill Quibs by accident? Yeah, I shot him. I fucking topped his dome off, brother. Fuck. Someone go into Discord and get Quibs back. There we go. He's back. He's got his moderation back too. I'm sorry. Sorry, brother. Oh, fuck it out. My eyes are hurting, dude. Ah, shit. I didn't get kicked or do something. No. I was clicking my mouse, and you just happened to be fucking removed. Coincidental timing though, my browser restarted. Oh. That's good. Oh my god, my eye hurts so fucking much. Whew. That's funny. Oh, that's so fucking funny. Ah, yikes. Getting kicked is so funny. Let's just say he's fighting his demons too. Joshua, get a pirate? A parasite? You mean paracetamol? Is that what you're trying to say? Paracetamol? Anyway. The mental worlds of humans are extremely vast. Many secrets are hidden within the mind. Look at the ocean. What we know about it is all about superficial level, but in reality, deep in the ocean there is a larger unseen proportion. Other than islands, there is an entire ocean that is as boundless as the sky that symbolizes the spiritual world. Can't fucking speak. You're in the spirit of your body. Not only do you know of these islands above, but you also know of hidden things beneath the sea, as well as the entire ocean. Everything that exists leaves some trace behind. Their superficial memories of the island may be wiped out, but what is left under the sea is the entire ocean. Will definitely have a corresponding projection left in it. What? Hello, Kima. I'm gonna have to decline entirely because YouTube fucking hates me and certain music choices. Even when it's trying to be a little bit more atmospheric, even when it's trying to fit, the YouTube fucking hates it. So I'm gonna have to politely decline. I do appreciate the suggestion though. Also, you shouldn't show the chapter on stream unless you're reading the web novel. Some people get their video striked. Fortunately enough, I've been good. Because I always have fucking evidence. I always have evidence being, I've bought these chapters. Here is my account. Here is all this extra shit. Get off my dick. I have the fucking book right there. So I'm good. For now. I'm on chapter 14. Music's completely copyright free from games. I still don't trust it. I'm still gonna have to decline it. I prefer the safety measures of having not so fitting music. Even though it should only play quietly in the background. Yeah, he chill. He usually buys the next chapters. Yeah, I've put up to one. Well, how many chapters of Shadow Slave have I bought now? I've put up to 1,100. Which should keep me suffice for the time being. And then this, I've got the technically the first full novel of it. Book's literally up there. Thank God. When did you start? An hour and a half ago. But actually reading it, I don't know. A couple weeks ago. Up to you, but there's like 3 people I've streamed with that didn't have any issues. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it to myself. I do thank you, though. Thank you, Kami Ashura. I do appreciate it. We started like an hour and a half ago. What's your worst copyright experience? Oh, on my React channel. Oh my god, does Ken Kadokawa suck my dick dry? Fuck that company. Kadokawa can fucking eat my ass out. That company can go kill itself. I remember specifically for Bungo Stray Dogs. What episode was it? I think it was episode 9 and 10, like, of the first season. My brother in Christ, they fucking copyright striked it to a point where I couldn't show the episode at all. And then they saw my Dress Up Darling and was like, you know what? Fuck you. Fuck you and everything you've ever recorded. And they're fine. They're like, nothing about the episode's like technically copyrightable. But because they go to the full extent, I lost control over my channel for a full fucking year. So I just didn't bother. I have access to the channel again. But yeah. Yeah, no, that was dreadful. I have to say so many people just go in and give many spoilers. I really want to avoid spoilers as much as possible. That's why I usually have Kirbs and Arlen on stream at all points. Well, I have Arlen to bully me, but bear in mind that. I'm good. Watch bro, Kadoku about the copyright strike this stream. Kadoku can go fucking blow me. I have nothing of their product on this stream. Yeah, it's just stream, just not allowing anything past. He's already read it no matter what. No matter how small it is. The book is amazing. Have fun. Yeah, you're just jinxing it. For this, no, I'll be fine. For this, in fact, I do know I will be fine. And even then, I can just private the fucking videos. Who cares? Y'all can just see the highlights. Anyway. Oh yeah, I was reading this, and this fucking confused me. Because I really don't like the allegory that she's trying to project here. This is a fucking weird allegory trying to use the actual... Trying to use the world and its endless expansiveness in the mind of humanity. In conceptualness of the human spirit and its connection to itself. I think is really, really fucking poorly done here. I'm not gonna lie to you. That went on and on, bewitching Klein, the vague surrounding winds and the shadows took a familiar form. It's as though Klein's spirit was fully exposed to the form of an ocean, waiting for him to search and discover. Klein watched patiently as he churned the ocean occasionally. Then the airy voice he replied, "No, I can't remember. I've forgotten." He expressed his agony at just the right level. Dialer tried to guide him once again, but the clear-headed Klein was unaffected. "Okay, we shall start here. You may leave. Leave. Leave." Well, the pacing's kind of slow for the first volume, but you might have to struggle for the story. According to the other three streamers reading LOTM mysteries, it's mostly just one or two idiots once in a while. Joshua, what's your thoughts on Klein starting a cult? Hilarious. Him starting a miniature cult with a bunch of, like, just low-key kind of global idiots is fucking hilarious. It's not a club, it's more of a club with extra steps. That's a cult. It's a chill cult. Really chill. Is Mundane Dali gonna be the jet of me in this novel? Depends. Are you gonna make an AI bot of her too? It really depends. Chat, how long did it take you guys to read the entire novel? Also, we're at 20 likes. What the fuck? When did you guys do that? Anyway, get in time. Are they feeding? Nah, they're not. Do y'all want 2 or 3? I'll give you 3. Alright, we have kid number 1. And kid number 2. Nah, bitch. You come here. Look at these fuckers. Get time. Get time. Look at the size discrepancy between these 3 little fuckers. It is astronomical. But you're so cute. And they're so healthy. The fur is really, really healthy. There you go. They can go back. There you go. 25 likes and you get a full kitten spread off the cohort. Sibling shenanigans. The middle one trying to be on top. To be fair, she is easily the smallest by a fat margin. So that's not really surprising to me. Dink! The airy voice lingered and Dialer disappeared. The wind and the shadows began calmly as an inferior smell and subtle scent of the aromatic wine became more distinct again. The colors returned to their normal state and the fuzzy feeling was no longer around. Klein's body shivered and he began to find his balance again. He opened his eyes, which he had no memory of closing, and noticed the candle of the blue. Oh my god! Bright blue flame was still before him. Dune Smith was still resting comfortably on the couch. Same for Dial, with the black hooded robe. Why did you use the fairy that belongs to a bunch of evil madmen, the psychological alchemists? Dune frowned his eyes and stared at Dial. As Dial put away the 2 little bottles, she replied calmly, I think it's pretty accurate. At least it corresponds with some of the things that I've made contact with before. Without waiting for Dune's reply, Dune shrugged and said, This tricky fellow did not leave a single trace behind. Upon hearing this, Klein waved a huge sign of relief. Pretentiously, he asked, Oh, it's over? What happened? I felt like I just took a nap. That was a pass, right? Thankfully, I had the look enhancement ritual as a rehearsal. I mean, true that he did have a random fucking cult. Alright, later, NKK. What book is he on now? This is Lord of the Mysteries. So far, this is chapter 14, which is really fucking long for some reason. Joshua trusts you to help build a positive safety community. Yep, pretty much. I'm a feline for Jet. I'm a feline for Jet, if that counts. Y'all are down bad. Y'all are down bad for this woman, dude. Look, I love Jet. I love Jet. I have said plenty of things that you can do to me. But Jack, come on. Just take it as such. Dune interrupted him and looked at Diley. Have you examined Welch and Naya's bodies? The corpses you can tell us a lot more about than you can imagine. It's such a pity that Welch and Naya had indeed committed suicide. So the forces that drove them to do so must have been feared. Not a single trace of it was left behind. Dale stood up and pointed at the candle. I need some rest. The cobalt blue vanished, and the house was instantly inundated with a blurry shade of crimson. Congratulations! You can return home now. But do remember, do not reveal this incident to your loved ones. You have promised this. Dune said as he led Klein to the door. Surprised, Klein asked, by the way, this is a completely bullshit interaction. I can smell that from fucking miles away. No one is as down bad for me as Jet. That is true. You have literally made an AI bot for her. Jet is mommy. Good work, Josh. Nuh-uh. I think we are quite the gentleman, if you ask me. Oh, yeah. Quite the gentleman. What did we say last stream? If I get last stream up really quickly and look about the 3-hour mark of it, I think we're having a lot of weird discussions about Jet and her powers. And how we could fill up her broken soul shard, if I remember correctly. Her broken soul core. I might be delusional. I might be crazy. Who fucking knows? I don't know. That might just be me going like, what? What stream? I don't remember anything. Do you guys? I don't know. I remember something. What the fuck did I join in? We were gonna glue that soul core shot crack by crack. Garby, have you ever read Shadow Slave? Canonically ascended Kai has a sexier voice thanks to the aspect in his main core. So Kai, Jet. Kai ain't mommy. Kai ain't mommy, Jet. Oh my god, y'all are fucking weird. Surprised, Klein asked, is there no need for an to examine the curses or the trails left behind by the evil spirits? Dalla didn't mention anything about it, so there's no need for it. Dawn answered simply. Klein calmed down, as though his previous worries came to mind. He asked hurriedly, how can I be sure that I will be free from the troubles from now on? No worries. Dune twitched his lips and said, based on the statistics and the similar incidents that happened in the past, around 80% of the survivors of the incidents do not experience any horrifying after effects. Yeah, this is based on what I know, roughly, more or less. Then there's still 1/5 of those poor souls. Klein did not dare try his luck. He did not dare try his luck. Very fair reaction. I remember the Rubik's Cube. Oh yeah. Nah, I have it on my list, but I'm waiting for it to be complete. Good luck, brother. Good luck. There's so much in that fucking story. Josh, we may be weird, but you aren't. Who gathered all of us weird? No, don't get me wrong. I'm a weird individual. I revealed a lot of information to you people, confirming I am a fucking weirdo. Shadow Sleeve isn't completing for like another year. Yeah, you might as well just go volume by volume and just see how it goes from there. Anyway, Lord of Mysteries was really interesting, right, Josh? I just read it. This stream has hella spoilers. Oh yeah, my Shadow Slave ones especially. Why a Rubik's Cube? Yeah, because somebody revealed they had a triangle Rubik's Cube. Also revealed that they're white as fuck. I know, I got like 60 others on the list. We're on volume 5 of Shadow Slave. Well, Josh is, but we limit ourselves to him. Interesting or not, we're looking forward to volume 3. It's like taking... it's like taking something critical. I fucking hate you. Yeah, that was me. Yeah, I thought so. Cameron doesn't need to know the peak mommy is Jet. Still better than the Mirror stream, not gonna lie. That girl's unhinged. Her community is insane. Who the fuck is her? Dimera? Dyra. Who the fuck is Dyra? Oh, she seems lovely. Lord of Mysteries, Volume 5, 4, and 3. Yeah, no, she seems fine. Cameron, do you want to know something? Joshua cracked his ops mom. Other streamer reading Lord of Mysteries. She's around 1,200. Fair. Fair. Needs to work on a thumbnail game, though, I'm not gonna lie. There is literally a picture of the pyramid of my big-ass fingers on Discord. Those fingers are massive. Gargantuan. Let's not bully Admiral for his fucking hot dog ass fingers, okay? He's just living. Who other is reading beside her? Fucking hell. Bold of you to assume I watch anybody else that, like, streams. Am I allowed to tell her name here? Kind of a malicious advertising. Oh, don't worry. We had another guy try to advertise, like, another Shadow Slave reader. Anyway, back to reading. Then you can consider joining us as a civilian staff. This way, if there's any precursors, we can just discover it in time. Doing so casually, as if approaching the carriage, or simply become a beyonder. And after all, we're not nannies. We can't babysit you all day. We can't babysit you all day long and even watch over you with the woman. I can't. Can I? Klein questioned the statement. Of course, he did not expect much. After all, he was it even possible to be even part of the... Okay, chat was lagging the fuck out then. Oh my god, that scared the bollocks off me. Invite in... Oh my fucking god. If this bitch isn't... No, he isn't. What? Why the fuck ain't it working? Alright, try again. 1 minute. Anyway, Also, what a weirdly just casual way to be like, by the way, yeah, fuck it, you become a godlike-esque being. Just do it. Why not? Probably help you. Of course, he did not expect much. After all, was it even possible for him to be a part of the Nighthawk so easily to obtain the power of a Beyonder? That was the power of the Beyonders. Doom paused and turned his head sideways to look at him. It's not that you can't. It depends. What? The transition his words shut Klein. Klein stared blankly besides the carriage before answering. Really? Who are you kidding? Who are you kidding? Is it so easy to become a Beyonder? Dunn laughed lightly. His grey eyes were hidden in shadow at the carriage. Don't you believe me, huh? Actually, when you become a Nighthawk, and you lose a lot, for instance, freedom. Even if we don't talk about this now, there's another issue. Firstly, you're not a member of the clergy, nor the VOD. You can't pick whether or not you can choose the safest approach. And secondly, Dune held on to the handle and hopped onto the carriage as he went on. Among the cases that the mandated punisher of the missionary hive man of the Jukarites, fucking Christ, words are not working, have to deal with annually. A quarter of them were the results of Beyonders who lost control. Yay. Great. So it's not easy to become a Beyonder. I mean, like fucking shock horror, right? But still. Anyway. My deepest apologies. Unless that didn't work. There we go. Rex is finally in. Let me just... There we go. I'm gonna go piss really quick, and then I gotta go grab the kittens, because y'all have gotten to 25 legs fucking somehow. Why isn't the music on? Hello? Alright, the music is on, it's just being weird. God damn, sorry, fuck. Okay. Josh has received the holy lag. Yeah, that's on me. Anyway, I'm gonna go piss and then show you kittens. So I'll be back in like 2 seconds. Man's an asshole. Let me just... Because I can hear that through my fucking headphones. That should never happen. Anyway, it's kitten time. So, y'all get to see kittens. The last one is feeding, my apologies, but bam! Bam, bam, bam. Look at these little fuckers. They're so big. The last one is feeding. These guys went. Bam. Ooh, let's put you back. Yeah. Yeah. Bam. There's a lot of them. I feel like I should make a 30 like goal at this point. Oh, my arm is caught up to fuck. My arm is caught up to fuck. Look, I love kittens. Kittens are great. Kittens are fantastic little creatures, right? God damn the Richie. God damn the Richie. It was worth it, Joshua. Amen, amen, amen. I don't know why we're spamming monocles at this point. Dog, no fucking idea. Did Joshua watch the Dungwa, by the way, or is this his first experience with Lord of the Mysteries? I watched the first episode when it came out, but do I know what happened? Nope. I was so lost. And I watched that when Gachi Yakuta came out, Fire Force, Fragrant Flower, Blooms with Dignity, and 2 other anime. So do I remember shit? No. What even got me to read Lord of the Mysteries? I know what got me to read Lord of the Mysteries. I remember what got me to read Lord of the Mysteries. Yep. It was this image right here. Someone said, that's the power system of Lord of the Mysteries. I was like, what? That's a power system? My brother in Christ, this looks like me trying to dissect the fucking evolutionary path of, like, aliens. What the hell is this shit? And he was like, don't bother reading it. Just watch it when it comes out. And I was like, oh, okay, great, fantastic. Still no idea what the fuck it means. Yeah, no, that's really funny. That entire sequence is what got me to read Lord of the Mysteries, by the way. I just happened to read Shadow Slave at the same time, and I was like, this is way more interesting right now. I would suggest him to read from Lord of the Mysteries header. Light novel historian. No, I only discovered this channel not that long ago. I only discovered his channel when he was, oh, he made a Shadow Slave video. And I was like, okay. I don't know what that means, but sure. Other than that, I didn't even know he was a Lord of the Mysteries guy. Until, obviously, making web novel content, people like, go watch his videos. Or, like, because everything is all connected, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, whatever, they'd start promoting his videos to me. And I was like, I don't care about this guy's opinion. Fucking leave me alone. It's best to avoid light novel historian. He tends to be on the spoilery side. Yeah, he spoils, but he warns. He has warnings, you know. I don't care. His content's just not for me, so. Beyonders who lost control. A quarter Beyonders who've lost control. Klein was dumbfounded. Just then, Dune turned slightly. His grey eyes were deep, with no sign of a smile. He continued, and among the quarter of those cases, a larger number of them are our teammates. Well, don't you just feel safe being a Beyonder in a fucking cult then? I love being in a team with a quarter of fucking maniacs. Light novel historian gives warnings. I'm pretty sure the vid Josh watched was like the 10 strongest characters in Shadow Slave so far. No. The only kind of power ranking I've ever watched when it comes to Shadow Slave was my mutual, who's a good bit behind me so far. I think he just got past the first nightmare. No, just got past the fourth. Second nightmare, volume 4. Fuck. And he gave his ranking, which is the entire reason I gave my ranking, and I was like, ooh, I very much disagree. You see, these people get used to working in accounting. Do not watch his stuff unless you finished whatever he's talking about. Dog, what is Dante doing? Why? I think this is like the 10th message Dante's had like a warning for. Anyway, chapter 15 of Lord of the Mysteries, The Invitation. A wave of tumultuous emotions rose up in the client's heart after he heard Dune. Instinctively, he uttered, "Why? The Beyonders have serious hidden dangers, so much so that the church's internal Judaical and the Beyonders who dealt with the bizarre phenomenon are also prone to problems." Shush, spoilers. What rank did he give the Rock in the Chair? No, this is when we did it on the notepad. If he did it 10 times, just ban it on stream, bro. To be fair, Dante, I don't think is doing it. A lot of people who accidentally spoil shit is accidental, which is why Kirbs just blanks out the message, and they usually respond afterwards, being like, my bad. Can say officials instead of Judaic carrier. It's better for you, Joshua. It's not the 10th. He's accidentally doing it. Yeah, I know he's doing it accidentally, which is why I'm like, we can let him off. And do my eyes deceive me? Is Tunda back in the fucking chat, brother? Or is this a different Tunda? Sorry, yeah. Yeah, a lot of accidental. I would know I've done it like once or twice. Yeah. Thankfully, I've harnessed a group of people that don't like spoiling me. They like hearing me fucking be a spanner and theorize about shit. Anyway. Dune stepped into the carriage and sat back into his seat. His expression and tone remained the same. This is not something that you need to understand. Neither is it something that you can understand, unless you can become one of us. Klein was dumbstruck at the moment, after which he sat down and questioned in a tone that was half dubious and half joking. If I don't come to understand, how is it possible for me to make a decision to join? And not joining would mean Klein would not understand. This would end in a deadlock. Dune Smith took out the pipe once again, placed it against his nose, and took a whiff. You'll probably misunderstand. A civilian staff member is also one of us. In other words, as long as I become one of the civilian staff members, I'll be able to understand the relevant secrets, figure out the hidden dangers and the plague that plagued the Beyonders, and the dangers that may encounter, as well as consider whether I can become a Beyonder later. Klein recognized his thoughts and paraphrased what Dune had stated. Basically, this is just a giant Ouroboros circle. This is just one way or another of getting him involved. Quips, what are you going to speak? You can't speak, Gunter. Yeah, accidentally is fine once or twice among hundreds of messages. Issue is an idiot sending 5 messages and all of them being spoilers. I mean, true? To a certain extent. I also have a very much a God-gifted ability of being able to just blank out spoilers most of the time. Because I'm not reading chat every time. You need to remember he's in the early chapter, so don't send a message if you know what literally comes on the 20th. The one time I did accidentally spoil myself was when I was trying to get a character tier list on Shadowslave, and a character that was called the Dreadlord, shaped like a dragon, I thought was Surfrax. I don't know who the fuck the Dreadlord is. No idea. Not a fucking clue. But that's the only time I've accidentally spoiled myself on a character that I know exists now. Do I know what he does? Fucking nope. I'm everywhere in the Shadowslave video comment sections. But there's also some Lord of Mystery videos that I comment on. Get yourself a demon and you won't spoil yourself either. I have my heart demon stopping me from cultivation. I just don't bother reading it. I don't read chat all the time. You read more than any other streamer I know, Lamau. Yeah. That's nowadays. Any of you tried Lord of Mystery Reader? It's the novel illustration to the same translation as Novel Fire. Every single time I have ever tried a fucking outright reader, I've this close to blowing my fucking brains out. That close. Active readers suck ass. Like me, I suck ass at reading. Klein recognized his faults and paraphrased what Dune had shared. Dune smiled and said, yes. In that case, except for one point. You cannot simply become a Beyonder just because you want to, and because every church will be equally strict in its aspect. It would be odd if the church were not strict. Klein lampooned silently, as he added the more intense tone, coupled with a stronger body language. What about civilian staff? Shouldn't that be quite strict as well? There shouldn't be any problem if it was just you, said Dune, his half-closed eyelids as he whiffed the pipe and partially relaxed countenance. However, he did not ignite it. Why? Klein asked as he was once again grappled by doubt. At the same time, he jested inwardly. So my uniqueness and hollow as a transmigrator are akin to the fireflies in the night. Ever so bright and outstanding. Come here, I'm gonna watch an VOD anyway. See you tomorrow. Sup, Toto? Not thought of me and you here. I like how a weird amount of the community is just like gathered here. There's one app that is being developed for the Lord of the Mercies that pulls up fan art for a lot of moments. So you're not just reading it all at once, but you can get striked by web novel. Then again, you need yet again your own novel fire, so they might just kill you either way. I doubt it. Are you here from free advertisement? Because he's got a server. Yeah or no? Free advertisement for who? So Little Raven. Who the fuck's Little Raven? What? Alright, there's a lot of names that I'm just not knowing now. Oh, that fellow. He's done fine so far. I mean, bear in mind that. But yeah, no, I'm not really concerned about copyright, I'll be honest with you. For you, someone posted your stream in Igitsy's Discord server, the first guy who read Lord of Mysteries on stream. Oh no, you mentioned it in a different Lord of Mysteries Discord. I mean, if someone... Alright, I don't mind it if it's in other people's Discord servers. Like, I don't give a fuck about that, as long as it's not the official Discord server. Like it was for fucking Shadowslave. And even then, he just found the fucking video on TikTok regardless. If you're not concerned about copyright, then start playing... No, Visual copyright is fine, because I have actual evidence that I can rebuke with. Auditorial, different issue. Audio-based copyright shit can suck my ass inside out. Remember when Nightshade introduced you to him? There isn't an official Discord server for Lord of the Mercenaries. Even the official one isn't even related to the tenant. I mean, that's good. I don't mind that. That's fine. Oh yeah, the same tranquility as before. First, you managed to survive without our help in such a situation. Certain exceptional qualities are not present in others. For instance, luck. Lucky people are often welcomed. Seeing that, Klein's expression had turned blank. Dune smiled lightly. Alright. Just treat this as a humorous statement. Second, you're a graduate from a history department in Core University. This is something we urgently need. Although a believer in the Lord of the Storms, Lumiere, perceives women in a way that is loathsome, his views regarding society, humanities, economics, and politics remain inconcise. He said before that talents are keeping to maintaining a competitive advantage and positive development, a point that I very much agree with. I mean, fair to fucking agree with. 1 minute. Shock. Horror. Church is sexist. Anyway, noticing that Klein was slightly frowning from his eyes, Dune casually explained, "You should be able to imagine that we often encounter documents and objects from the Fourth Epoch or earlier. Many cults and heretics have tried to gain the power from these things. Sometimes they themselves can lead to astray and terrible things. Except for the Beyonders in special fields. Most of us are not that good in our studies, or we have passed that age. Having said that, Dune Smith pointed to his own head, and the corner of his mouth turning up slightly, as if he was mocking himself. Then he said, "Those dry, boring knowledge always puts us to sleep. Even the sleepers can't help it. In the past, we would cooperate with historians or archaeologists, but this posed the risk of exploring secrets and misshapes might befall to those otherwise uninvolved professors and associate professors. Thus, the addition of a I'm fucking trying to speak out loud, and my throat is trying to kill me at the same time. Mishaps might befall on those otherwise involved professors and associate professors. Thus, the addition of a professional in our ranks is hard to refuse." Bitch, just fucking ask him to join. You're making this so much harder for yourself. Bitch, you need a historian. That's fucking fantastic. You might even need a linguist. Linguists are always fucking helpful. This bitch has got luck on his side. He tried to fucking pop his own dome off and he lived. Just ask him to join. Maybe not be a Beyonder, but like, just be normal. Fuck. Liza P, Hollow Knight, Expedition 33 music fit most of the novel. Ooh, Liza P and Expedition 33 might fit this fucking well. I didn't think about that. Except for the fact, I believe... Is it Liza P now? Wait, which one has copyrighted? Not Auto Tracks. I know it's not Auto Tracks. I know 2 tracks in specific have been copyrighted by one of the 2 games. Because it was outsourced by a different company. I think it might have been 2 different boss musics. So that doesn't really matter. Someone in chat brought you up to the other day and seemed like a chill dude. Oh shit, Igitsi is here. He's actually here. Nice. Yeah, someone brought you up to me. Couple... When was it? It was like last week? Last week in the last Shadow Slave read? Liza P is chill. I fucking love Liza P. Fucking love Liza P. I'm terrible at it, but yeah. Igiti right here played 3 tracks for his whole read-through and didn't have an issue. You know what? Fuck it. I'll do it for the next stream. Oh, the chicken? Yeah, just leave it in the microwave. It wasn't chicken. Cami, go into the Discord server and send us a link in the main Nightmare chat. And I'll play it the next time I do a Lord of the Mysteries or Shadow Slave-esque stream. Which will be Saturday. Some specific songs don't work if they have vocals. Yeah, I would have expected that. But what I did play for a while was the whole album. When I did some random stuff just private, just to pick it up or not. The chicken. Mum ordered food. You can try playing them at the very end of the stream for a bit and see if it has an issue to cut you off. To be honest, I didn't watch Igiti streams at all. One of the mods is PMO. I just never watch him. I did sub though. What chapter are we on? That's a great question. What chapter are we on? I think chapter 15? Yeah. Oh fuck, I've got 2 more chapters. I've been distracted. I got distracted so much. My bad. Chapter 15, Zaya. Oh, fuck it, I might as well just subscribe to him. Why not? Yep, 15. Alright. Because we're on the last 2 chapters anyway. Which mod? I'm gonna go laugh at them for it. Yes, laugh at the mods. Oh, it always brings a good time. Anyway, let's get through this chapter and then we'll see if Kami put the songs in the server. Dry sleepers, professions in our ranks. Klein nodded slightly and accepted Dune's explanation. With his thoughts all over the place, he asked, "Then why don't you just directly groom one?" My brother in Christ, what the fuck is wrong with you? Dune continued. This brings me to the 3rd point, which is also the final and most important point. You've already been through a very similar ordeal, so inviting you doesn't violate the confidentiality clause. With regards to developing others, I will also bear the responsibility of exposure if it all fails. Most of our team members, our civilian staff, come from within the church. Ah, right. I forgot confidentiality, churches, cults. Yeah, right. Shake my head. Give us names. Out the bitch. I see your Twitter link. I'll message you the tracks. I've played and had 0 problems with them later on today. Oh, yeah. Alright, Ashura has already sent me the link in that one. I'll open up I'll open up Twitter in a minute and then go see your DMs, but I'll play Thingy's songs first and see how that goes for me on chapter 16. Thank you though, I appreciate it. Damn, eats spamming. I think he just sent the message twice by accident. I don't blame him. With regards, oh yeah, it comes from inside the group. After Klein finished listening silently, he asked curiously, "Why are you so strict about maintaining confidentiality? Wouldn't spreading the news publicly to more people and increasing awareness lessens the chances of a similar mistake happening ever again? The greatest fear seems to come from the fear of the unknown. We can just make the unknown become known." No, that is a fucking no, what? 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 No, that's stupid. What the fuck? No, humanity's stupidity is beyond your imagination. It actually leads to more people emulating these acts and creating more chaos and more severe incidents. Okay, thank God. I'm not going crazy. Yeah, no, that's an incredibly fucking stupid suggestion there from Klein there. I think that is the dumbest thing he said. I'll give him that, fuck. How's Volume 1 of Lord of Mysteries going? Slow, but it's fun. Why are the new names coming? Where are the new names coming from? Probably from the fact this is the first Lord of the Mysteries stream, and it's a fucking massive ass web novel. And we just jumped 10 subscribers, so that's funny. Are you guys seeing the guy? Which guy? I feel like I'm going fucking schizophrenic. What guy are we talking about? The multiplying. Oh, the new people. Got it. It's the new people. It's fine. In the chat, Lord of the Mysteries community. Yeah. All the people are cloning themselves. I randomly found the stream on my For You page. Based. I just want to remind you all, I'm the original Lord of the Mysteries Glazer here. That is true. If it wasn't for Kirbs fucking egging me on, how many streams in a row? Since my Dark Souls stream, like a month ago, we wouldn't be here. It's the most popular web novel. Most cultish, I can give it that. I'm surprised I haven't found Aindus fans yet. Klein being the fool. Klein being the fool is that question. Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. Klein acknowledged as his reply in Enlightenment. The only lesson that humans can learn from history is that humans do not gain any lesson from history, and that is always repeating the same tragedies. That famous quote came from Emperor Roselle, is indeed filled with much philosophical meaning. Agreed, done. Emperor Roselle said that. This transmigrator senior really did not give us the later come any chances to posture. Klein did not know how to follow up with Dunn's words. I don't know how to feel about... I mean, it makes sense if they transmigrated from the same world that Klein did the same. A very similar quote to us. By the way, if you enjoy Lord of the Mysteries, the author has started releasing a new novel. There's 11... yeah, we talked about it before, McSeal. Apparently, the translation sucks ass. So I don't know how to feel about it. I might give it a cheeky read on the Thursday chill stream. So I don't know. But as of right now, I don't know. Who knows? I'll leave it to a vote. I'll leave it to a vote. The AI, the novel is translated with AI. Yeah. Read, cuddle, fish, new work on chill Thursday? Thursday? I spelled Thursday wrong? Yes and no. Alright, a poll should be happening in chat about what the fuck we should do on Thursday. It's only 11 chapters, it should be fine. Emperor Rosal said that, the transmigrator senior, yeah. Dune turned his head and gazed out the horse carriage. The dim yellowish light of the street lamps intertwined to display splendor of civilization. There is a similar discourse with the authority of the major churches. This may be the main reason for why the strict confidentiality and the prohibition of the original people from knowing. What is it? Klein asked, as his intent was piqued, pleased that he seemed to be spying on secrets. Klein likes to learn shit. If it was AI, translated by AI. I've heard it's really bad. I know Lord of the Mysteries has had like a whole fucking team behind it, translating the fucking thing. At least up until volume 5. I have a good comprehension of books. I couldn't understand that shit. Humans haven't read true AI translations. Back in my day, I had to use NTL. It was so bad, 2 words a sentence was correct. Yikes. I've not had to see the term NTL in a long fucking time. And that was only because we had to use it to translate a lot of... Like, the actual program, NTL, we had to use to translate a lot of Japanese texts from different manga back in the day. Fuck, I feel old. Fuck! Anyway. Dune turned his head. his facial muscles pulled themselves so slightly that it was hardly visible. Faith and fear bring trouble. The more faith and the more fear brings more troubles, until everything is destroyed. Amen. Which is why fuck the churches. After he said that, Dune said, besides praying for the blessings and helps from the gods, human can't solve any of the real major problems. The faith and fear brings trouble. Faith and more fear brings more troubles. Klein recited slightly, as he could not fully understand it. Bitch, how? What? Dumb people believe in nothing. If nothing is going to solve your problem, therefore, shit are going to try and solve that problem themselves. And unfortunately, these are dumb people. I see why the tarot card gave him the Fool. Klein is a fucking moron. There we go. Yeah, just ignore Joshua, his dyslexia and shit. Oh yeah, no, my dyslexia is bad. People believe in superstition. Yeah, I know. Fucking trust me, I live in a country filled with them. What followed next was the fear of the uncertainty that came from the unknown. It was like a dark shadow formed in the streetlights outside. In the darkness without light, it appeared as though there were a pair of callous-looking eyes and wide-open mouths. As the horse galloped vigorously and nimbly while the wheels of the horse carriage reeled on ahead with the iron-crossed streets in the side, Doom broke the silence and formally invited Klein. Would you like to join us as a civilian staff member? About fucking time, brother. Goddamn. Took like half the fucking chapter. In Klein's mind, multiple thoughts surfaced, making him indecisive. He contemplated and asked, "Can I have some time to consider?" Since the matter had serious implications, he did not hastily and recklessly make the decision. No problem. Just give me a reply before Sunday. Dune nodded and added, "Of course, remember to keep this a secret, and don't disclose this information regarding Welcher to anybody, including your brother and sister. Once this is violated, it is only going to bring trouble, but you might have to attend a special court." Okay, Klein answered gravely. The carriage was once again plunged into silence. Seeing that they were nearing the Iron-Cross Street, and that he had almost reached home, Klein suddenly thought of the question. He hesitated a few seconds before asking, Mr. Smith, what kind of salary benefits do the civilian staff get? That's a serious question. Based ass question, too. I don't like how melancholic the new Shiloh chapters feel. Eek. I would rather a demon than a bad timeline on CFF novels. Yes, well, the Japanese and Koreans. What? I'm lost now. Okay. Loud ass fucking bang went on in my house then. Taken aback momentarily, Dune smiled instantly and answered, "There's no need for you to worry about that issue. Our funds are granted by the church and the police department. For newly registered civilian staffs, this weekly salaries are placed about £2.10 solely." Bitch, why use pounds and then whatever? There's a traditional 10 solely as a compensation for the risk and confidentiality. All of this will end up to the total of £3. This is hardly worse than a confirmed university lecture. After which, your salary will gradually rise according to your experience and contributions. As a civilian staff member, the contract is generally 5 years. After 5 years, you can quit normally if you are no longer willing to stay. You only have to sign a lifetime confidentiality agreement, and you're not allowed to leave Tingen until permission is given. If you want to move to another city, the first thing you must do is register with the local Nighthawk. By the way, there are no weekends, and you can only work the shifts at any point in time. There should be 3 civilian staffs on duty, and if you wish to go south or Desi Bay for a vacation, you'll need to arrange it with your colleagues. Huh. Right. The current system is horrendous and actually uses an old English to try and remember pounds is bigger than soy than pence. I kind of figured that soy was similar in the was a similar sense to 13th century cent, which I can't remember the name of right now, which is stupid. I feel like a bad history student, can't lie. But yeah, I figured that much out. Just learned the native of the language demon. Also, someone did the math. £1 is equal to 120 to 150 USD. Back in the day. Yikes. Google Translate. Do you want me to have a seizure? Google Translate isn't actually that bad. It's only that bad for Chinese. And Korean. And Russian. And Ukrainian. Other than that, it's not terrible. Just bad. Also, right. Working. Ding dong. Just as Dune finished speaking, the horse carriage pulled up to a stop at the apartment building where Klein and his siblings resided, and appeared by the side. I get it now. Klein turned away and walked down the horse carriage. He stopped at the side and asked, "By the way, Mr. Smith, where do I find you after I come to my decision?" Dune gave a deep and low, throaty laugh before saying, "Go to the Hound Pub at the Besky Street and you'll find the boss. Right. Tell him that you want to hire a small mercenary squad for a mission." Okay. Huh? Klein asked confusedly. "Our location is confidential too. Before you agreed to become one of us, I can't tell you directly. Alright, Mr. Klein already? I wish you a good dream tonight as well." Dune smiled as he said, "I'm telling you, this motherfucker is going to explore his dreams once again." Ah! Fucking bitch. Klein took off his hat and saluted, watching as the pace of the departing horse carriage gradually sped up. He took out his pocket watch. He pressed it open and saw that it was only a little past 4 in the morning. The street was filled with a relaxing, cool breeze. A dim yellowish light from the street lamp illuminated the surroundings. Klein drew a deep breath and took in the deep sounds of the night around him. The busiest and noisiest district in the day could be so lifeless and quiet at night. This is the stark contrast. The sound observations the medium saying in Welch's radiance. It was only then that Klein realized that back in his lined shirt was unknowingly drenched in sweat, cold and clammy. Ugh. Ugh. The England has the stupidest coin system ever, and that's why Leon is based on. That's why the Leon pound is based on. That's kind of fair. Why use a Novelify to read this? Oh, do you want me to grab my book over there and read it like this? Want me to read chapter 16 like this? Oh yeah. Let's go find chapter 16, don't we? Chapter 17. Let's go back just a little bit. God damn, how big's chapter 16? Fuck me. Chapter 16 is different, titled here, Dog and Mice. Phew. Yep. Phew, I passed the test with the medium. Klein exhaled as he slowly turned around, savoring the cold breeze and the tranquility of the night as he approached the door of his building. He took out his keys, inserted one into the lock, and turned it gently, allowing the darkness and the crimson moonlight to mix the expansion with the creak of the opening door. Walking into the empty staircase and breathing in the crisp air, Klein was struck by the odd feeling that he had gained a few extra hours, more than anyone else. The realization made his steps feel lighter. Maintaining his mood, he opened the door to his flat. Before he could step inside, he saw a silhouette sitting silently at his desk. The black hair was bathed in the crimson light, and her brown eyes were bright above her delicate feature. Melissa Moretti. Klein, where did you go? The fact that I read better on my fucking book is... He's really running with the joke. I'm bitch, Sig, you know I'm a petty bitch. Sig, you're an OG, you know I'm a petty bitch. Maybe you should really read the book. No, the fact I actually read that pretty fucking well is kind of funny. Oh, fucking hell. Josh Vapes, I'm reporting the stream for promoting nicotine. I do not promote shit, and if you knew a smoker, they would tell you to not do it. We don't need general context. Not dyslexia confusing. Maybe we should really read the book. Y'all know in other streams it doesn't show the text, so it works. Woman, I forgot to put it back. My bad. Got the book touch buff. I've never heard that, but I fuck with that. The book touch buff. L Smoker, I know. I'm not complaining. Bro has the book for decoration. He used it to read the earlier, he had used it to read the earlier chapters. Well, yeah, I have it there. It's not even my, I mean, it is my book now, but it wasn't initially. It was my cousin's. Oh, shit. Ding 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 ding. I can stare at the 101% beast. You are genuinely autistic because you can read the book fine, but not the website. Your cousin is based. Your cousin reads Peak? I fuck with your cousin. Oh yeah, he's loving this so far. It's the only way he's reading it, because it gives him an excuse to go read books physically and in work. But he's read the first part 1 and part 2 of novel 1 that has been physically released. And he enjoys it. He's autistic? Yes. Spoiler alert, almost everyone in my family is. But it's not the reason why he can't speak words properly. No, I can't speak words properly because my tooth's fucked. And I'm dyslexic. Isn't everyone autistic at this point? I got proven autistic at, like, 5. So, I'm a little extra special. Part 3 got officially announced. It got announced fucking ages ago. It's just, it hasn't been recovered yet. Or hasn't been released yet. If you wait for the books, you might surpass them. I doubt it. Yeah, because he read the books at the same time I was reading Shadow Slave. I wanted a little more action in this stream, so now I'm listening to 1 hour of sounds, occasionally broken up. Opening the riff from Bad to Bones on my right channel. Oh, shit! Right, I forgot to do this. Oh, wow, he really did leave me a whole fucking playlist. Hopefully this isn't too loud. I forgot to do this. It's not playing. It's not playing. Okay, it's playing. God damn, that is loud. Alright, is the audio fine? Audio fine for everybody? And maybe me? Brother, you're all in here. So yes. Also, 18 votes in 17 minutes. I'll give the votes 3 more minutes on whether or not we get to read it Thursday. I'm hoping it's well. I'm hoping it does well at the very least. Anyway. Klein, where did you go? Melissa asked curiously, her eyes relaxed as she relaxed her eyebrows. Okay, it's on. Without waiting for Klein to respond, she added, "Just now, I got up to go to the bathroom and I realized you weren't home." It was as if she wanted to know everything clearly, from the causes and effects of the matter of the underlying logic. Bitch, you make sense. Some viewers are there, and Wiz made a website where I can play the music for a streamer and change some of it for a fight in the background, by the way. That's kind of sick. I'll give you that. That's fucking sick. Have you read web novel lately? Bitch, it's not even Guna shit. It's just AI. It's just AI generated. It's dog shit. Don't get me wrong, I'm paying for the fucking chapters. I'm giving them money so the author has fucking money. Like, I've got the second copy of that literally in the room right next to us. And it's still... web novel sucks. That's all you need. Read Omniscient Reader's viewpoint, please. Do I have my tier list on me? I probably don't. But go to my last tier listing stream. Go to my last tier listing stream, and you will see where I've got Omniscient Reader's viewpoint among the rest. It's his top 2 fictions right now. Omniscient Reader's viewpoint is my second favorite. Omniscient Reader's viewpoint is my first favorite. Fucking based! My people are coming to me! I have found them. I actually got into the web novel community just to find my people. I pirated the web novel when you couldn't get the book, back when you couldn't get the book to release. I was there. Oh, fucking hell, Armor's here. Hi, Armor. How you doing? How many chapters have we read right now? 4? 3 and a bit? I don't know. Shadow Slave is kind of easier to read, but Omniscient Reader's viewpoint is incredibly talented. What do I have it? I have it Omniscient Reader's viewpoint, Dragon Ball Z, Horizon, Monster? I think that's my top 4 on the playlist right now. I almost been here for a while, Joshua. Oh, damn. My bad. Tokyo Ghoul at 3, that's a based-ass fucking thingy. This novel is Pete Joshua. Praise the madness of CF. Who the fuck is CF? Anyway. Okay. With the great experience at lying to his parents, Klein's brain took a spin before he gave a bitter smile and claimed, and calmly replied, "I couldn't go to sleep again after I woke up. Instead of wasting time, I decided I should just let you... I should... Klein click. Oh, this is a completely different translation. This is a completely different translation. The wealth of experience, blah, 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 blah. Oh, yeah, no, this is actually just a completely different translation. Never mind. Whoopsies. Kingdoms are my top 3. I need to get caught up in Kingdom so bad. I should end the poll. And 75% out of 20 say yes to reading Cuttlefish. Anyway, I'm from Argentina and speak Spanish, but understand the Brazil. Number 1 Shadow Slave and 2 Lord of Mysteries for me. Can't watch Hype Story. Fair. Why the fuck is it so far down? I couldn't fall asleep after I woke up again. Instead of wasting time, I decided I should go train my body, so I went on a run a few rounds. Look at my sweat. He took off his jacket and half turned his body, pointing at his back. Melissa stood up, took a glance half-heartedly, and deliberated for a few moments before saying, "Honestly speaking, Clyde, you don't have to stress yourself out. Are you sure you can even pass the interview in Tingen University? Even if you can't, if you can still find better ones." I haven't even thought about the interview. Klein don't give a fuck. He found a good paying job already. Klein nodded his head and said, "I understand." He did not mention the offer that he had gotten because he had not decided whether to join them or not. Staring at Klein intensely, Melissa suddenly turned around and trotted into the interior of the house. She took out an object that resembled a tortoise, and it was comprised of items like gears, rusted iron, a torsion spring, and an already spring. After quickly tightening the torsion spring, Melissa placed the object on the desk. The tortoise moved and jumped with the rhythm that could pull anybody's attention. Whenever I feel irritated, I feel I'm much better seeing this tortoise move. I've been doing this often recently, and it has been very effective. Klein, give it a try," invited Melissa with her eyes brightened. Klein did not turn down his sister's goodwill. He approached the tortoise and waited for it to stop before laughing. He said, "Simplicity and regularity can indeed help relaxation." Shadowslave is only above Lord of Mysteries because I'm on Volume 2. I've read 2.9 thousand chapters of Shadowslave, and writing-wise, I think The Forgotten Shore is better than Volume 1 and a bit of Volume 2 for Lord of the Mysteries. Yeah, Shadowslave's introduction is a little bit better. I love how Klein's name is Klein, and it's just the German for small or little. Huh. I never really thought about that like that. That's kind of funny. Shadowslave is mid, hasn't read a single chapter. I try to not induce in my own bias a lot of the time. Where did I put Shadowslave? I gave it like an 8.3, and I'm on 5 volumes so far. Like, it's good. It's really, really fucking good. G3 just has a lot of bad tendencies when it comes to his writing, though, which, unfortunately brings him down quite a bit, in my opinion. I'm not kidding. If G3 just got better using wordplay, I think he'd be great. Like, in that 9 category. After 1,500 chapters, it gets pretty inconsistent. That's the opposite that I hear. I hear by the time people get to, like, Volume 9, it's not great. Volume 10 is okay, and then Volume 11 has been incredible. Antarctica is incredible if you've finished with Falcon Scott. I only just got into the nightmare being that is LO49. So, my guess is nowhere near. Can you go in, bitch? God damn. Volume 11 is good because G3 took a 2-month break. I feel like if you're writing every fucking day for a volume, 2 chapters a day, you are mandatory for a month-long break. But Volume 2 dragged a lot, which is good since the last time, it was the last time the novel was normal. That's certainly a statement. I want you to stream Elden Ring, but my desire to glaze cuttlefish is too much. I'm doing the daggers only run on Elden Ring right now. I'm getting my ass beat by Loretta. I don't remember the last time Loretta has shoved her fucking hooves so far up my ass. It's kind of bad. Anyway. Without waiting for Melissa's reply, Klein pointed at the tortoise and casually said, "Did you make this yourself? When did you make this? And why wasn't I aware of it?" I made it I made it usually. I made it. If you're new to chat, sorry, you'll get used to that. My dyslexia will kick in like a bitch. I made use of someone wanted materials from school and picked things up from the street to make this. It only finished 2 days ago. Melissa said it in her usual tone. The side of her lip turned upwards to some degree. Oh, she's happy with herself. She's so fucking happy with herself. Novel first, Elden Ring after. Bitch, the second I'm done with this chapter, I'm dipping. I've got food to eat. I've got the gym to go to. If the author doesn't have a lot of experience, I think they should have had written at least a novel before publishing chapters. But G3 was a game developer. Like, he was writing stories for games. And it's very blatant that he has done that before. I'll hop off for a while and I'll come back later. Later, Admiral. Oh, if this is the last chapter. No. It's this and next chapter are the last chapters. God damn, why is it so fucking loud? Even I can fucking hear it. My headphones are there. Did you try Reverend Sanity? Nope. He's already reading Shadow Slave, Lord of Mysteries, T-Bay. And then I'm going to be reading a couple other things with you guys. It's not loud on our end. Okay. I'll take your word for it. I see the volume's like halfway and I'm like, that's loud. And then I can hear, like, the headphones, while not far away, are not loud. They're not loud headphones. They're editing headphones, so they're meant to condense down noise quite well. So hearing it's kind of like... Anyway. That's impressive, Klein praised sincerely. As the boy with poor skills in machine assembly, he encountered great difficulties even assembling a four-wheeled toy as a four-wheeled toy car as a child. Even her chin slightly raised and her eyes slightly bent, Melissa calmly replied, "It was okay." Being truly humble isn't a bad trait. Klein smiled slightly and continued, "Is this a tortoise, right?" Instantly, the atmosphere of the room took a plunge, leaving behind the air of graveness for a while. Then, Melissa faintly replied in a voice, and then seemed enigmatic like a crimson veil. "It's a puppet." I'm not gonna lie. Quibs, you kind of fucked my head up a little bit there. Because I read puppet as puppy for a fat fucking second, and it all kind of looped around back to Elden Ring. You shouldn't because they're edgy. Reverend Sandy is good if you ignore the edgelord. Daddy Fang Young, kill them all. What the fuck? What the fuck? Ugh. They're worse than my demons. Klein gave an awkward smile, then tried to forcefully explain. The problem lies in the material. They're too rudimentary. Following that, he tried to change the topic and said, why would you go to the bathroom in the middle of the night? Isn't there a toilet? Don't you sleep until dawn? Melissa was taken aback momentarily. It was only a few seconds before she opened her mouth, prepared to explain, and at that moment, an intense sound digestion sounded from Hebert. Here. Right there. I know what the fucking word says. I've always struggled pronouncing it. Fuck off, it's there. I'll go get some sleep. Bang! She grabbed her tortoise-like puppet, totted it to the interior of the house, and closed the door to the room. Who the fuck made this translation? It's from her stomach area. The hemoglobin's actually, like, right there. Stomach's, like, right there, where the hemoglobin comes in. Like, that hiccupy-esque sound comes from, like, right there. It's like a weird diagonal thing in the middle of your... The top half of your upper stomach. Fucking Christ. But yeah, I kind of figured that one out. Reverend Sandy is also incredibly identifiable with a couple thousand chapters. Yeah, there was news. We're waiting for more right now. Oh, is this about Reverend Sandy actually coming back? Again, it's on the read list, but I might just leave it. Last night's dinner was too good, she ate too much, and now her stomach is having trouble digesting it. Clant shook his head as he smiled, slowly walking towards the desk. He sat down silently pondering Dune Smith's invitation as the crimson red moon emerged from the desk with the dark clouds. Being a Nighthawk civilian staff member had its apparent disadvantages. With me being a transmigrator, the full ignatia of the mysterious gathering and the multiple secrets I have will be risky to be under the nose of the Church of the Evernight Goddess. Of the Evernight Goddess team that specializes in dealing with matters regarding Beyonders. Day Dyer starts. The chat maybe kill someone. What? What? Who's killing who? Who's killing who? Wow, I've not heard that song in a fucking long time. That's literally me. This bitch. This lying fucking bitch. Anyway. Josh giving autonomy classes better than any teachers have ever had. Omniscient Reader's viewpoint, not Reverend Sandy. The translation of Sky Novel is better. Should I ask what Sky Novel is? I'm assuming it's like another thing like fire thingy. Fire. Ooh! I'm gonna blow my fucking brain smooth off, dude. Jesus Christ. Anyway, as long as I joined Dune Smith and his team, I would certainly aim to become a Beyonder. I could cover up the benefits gained from the gathering. Yet, becoming a formal member would entail many reactions on my freedom, like how a civilian staff has to report his leaving of Tingen. No matter would I be able to go wherever I want to or wherever I do want, I would have to miss many opportunities. It's very restrictive, but I feel like the benefits kind of massively outshine the downsides here, no? It's like 10 chapter mint. Most people talk about that bare moment. 10? No, 1. What? No, Cammy both. With Reverend Sandy, the chat killed someone because of her reading comprehension. With Omniscient Reader's viewpoint, the chat killed someone because of her Fugio shit. If you think I'm gonna let chat try and bully me at all, then, like, fail. Failed miserably. See, that I believe. That I believe Reverend Sandy brought in a lot of edgy 15-year-olds. Because that seems to be, like, half the fandom that actually enjoy it. Reverend Sandy is not really philosophical because it's essentially just a psychopath trying to justify his actions. I bully Josh every Elden Ring stream. That, or it's tablet trying to give me a stroke. Hey streamer, your hair is gorgeous, and that's, your hair is gorgeous is not good. I'm just gonna kill myself, I guess. My hair isn't good. Fuck! What am I gonna do now? You're an asshole, Mixion. And you know what you deserve for that? Timeout. Yeah, fuck. I couldn't see the message. Howdy. Oh, fucking Christ. Griffith, how dare you bully us? Oh, Christ. Where am I? Yes, becoming a former member would entail many restrictions about my freedom, like our civilian staff. Oh yeah, I've already read all this. The Nighthawks are a strict organization. Once a mission is given, I can only wait until the arrangements and accepted orders. There's no room for rejection. Beyond us have the risk of losing control. I was timed out for infinity of 1 second, and Adam. Josh would pull a bad bitch as a bald dude. Have y'all never seen me bald? I was making videos when I was bald. One minute, let me get me bald. If I still have pictures of me bald, goddamn. That me bald? No, it's me big as fuck, but that's not me bald. Hair was just growing back. There we go. There's bald me. There's bald me on a date that I had sex with that night. She was great. She was fun. Fucking nuts. Don't get me wrong. Fucking insane. Oh my god, I look so small. Oh my god. I look so small here. What the fuck? God damn, how heavy was I there? It's probably like 80 kg there. Shit. Damn. Did Joshua tell you about the time he cut his eye? Which time? I have 3 different instances where I cut my hair. Oh, cut my eye open. That's not bald. That's bald. The fuck? It's not clean shaven, but it's as bald as I could get. Damn, bro, really fall into the trap of Lord of the Mysteries. What? If that's bald, then I have wings. You fucking cunt. It's bald. It's the baldest I've ever been. That I know for certain. It's the baldest I've ever been. Anyway, I know he's gonna take up this job anyway, so. Having all the disadvantages listed out one by one, Klein turned to considering the necessities and the advantages. Judging the situation of the luck enchantment ritual, I am one of 80% of lucky people. In the future, there is bound to be some bizarre event happening to me, increasing the danger I face. Oh, kind of like a pendulum swing. Only by becoming a Beyonder or by joining the Nighthawks can I be equipped with the ability to resist. Not bad. 3 streams ago. You can do better than that. That's the mildest bald I've ever seen. My brother in Christ, I don't think I've got a bolder picture of me. Cause I did kind of just like free raise it with, not free raise it, but like free go with it. Unless I've got it on my Snapchat, maybe? Oh my god. Ew, those are fucking old. Were those uni? There we go. I was about to say, I should not have reached uni by then. That's me with black hair. That's Adonis. That's my ex. That's also my ex. Why do I have so many pictures of my ex on my Snapchat? What the fuck? You can tell I never fucking use the app. Oh shit, no, fair enough. Right. Only ever becoming one of the Beyonders by joining the Nighthawk would I be acquired with the ability to resist. The wish to become a Beyonder cannot be solely reliant on the gathering. The potion formula was not a major problem. But where can I find the corresponding materials? How can I obtain the conduct them? Not forgetting the nouns of the daily practice, I'm fated with a serious obstacle. It is not impossible for me to consult justice and the hanged man on every matter in exchange of every object with them. This would not only hurt the image of the fool and arouse the suspicions, it would also be inadequate time to communicate with such trivial issues. Similarly, I am unable to produce anything that can pique their interests. Besides, more materials would more often than not leave behind a trail of my real identity. Then, online disputes would effectively be transformed into offline conflicts, bringing about immense troubles. We've not seen the Princess and the Pirate in a while, have we? Fuck you, Neil. Now, Josh is a step of joining the sect cult, as said church. Cultivation, no one else is about farming. If he doesn't know about cultivation, I think CF cultivation novels are a pretty good start. Oh no, he will never read a cultivation after CFS. Hey, chat, I'm gonna tell you this now. Not gonna read a cultivation novel. Not gonna do it. If the closest I get to reading one is whatever the fuck its name is, Reverend Insanity, then that's gonna be it. I think about Klein being fated and got the luckiest pull ever. So far, it seems like that. Yo, Kami, let me, let bro throw ping at me and the most important shit I can donate. If he ever gets 20 chapters within the next 12 years. Oh, hell no, another cultivation hater without actually reading cultivation. I have had 5 mutuals who all read, like, novels generally. One of which being Ken. We love Ken. Ken's a great mutual of mine. Tell me vehemently, don't bother. Just don't bother with cultivation stories. There's a handful of, like, actually amazing cultivation stories. Like, I think Kirbs mentioned one ages ago that was, like, actually a fucking great cultivation story that I was speaking to Ken about. And he was like, yeah, no, that's a great one. That's, like, an example of a great cultivation story. Bear in mind that, don't bother with him. And I take his word, because he's read a lot more novels than me. A regressive tale of cultivation, yes. I mean, cultivation got slut, but like everything else, it also got good stories like Reverend Insanity. Yeah. But those two are probably going to be the only cultivation stories I'll probably go out my way to read. Unless there's like a designated vote being like, hey, this is a cultivation story, this is like a different kind of story. Which one do you want me to read? Every genre got slop, and there's a lot more that has a lot bigger of a pile of shit to go through. Which is why I'm like, Oh yeah. By joining the besides more materials would often by joining the Midnight Hawks, they would definitely contact with the common knowledge of the world, mystery, and the relevant channels. This can sufficiently accumulate into corresponding social circle and can be used as leverage. Only then can I inundate the gathering and turn the gain into the greatest benefit from justice and the hanged man. In reality, the gains can feed back into reality, allowing me to obtain more resources and form a a victor's cycle. Of course, I can only go to the organization that is suppressed by the various churches, such as the psychological alchemists mentioned by Dune, and join them. Yet I also have to lose my freedom, and there's the constant state of fear and anxiety. However, more importantly, I have no idea where to look for them. Even if I manage to gain the corresponding information from the Hanged Man, such rash contact with them could endanger my life. Becoming a civilian staff leaves the opportunity for a buffer and exit. The inferior recluse hides away in the wild. The superior, the crowd. Perhaps the identity of the Nighthawk could be a better cover. In the future, when I become one of the top authorities in the tribunal... Bitch, what the fuck? Okay. In the future, when I become one of the top authorities in the tribunal, who would imagine that I would become a heretic and the head of the secret organization, who is working behind the scenes? He already has a miniature cult, who cares? By the way, the saga usually donates around $400 every volume ending it if it motivates you to read the actual novel. I don't care. I don't care about money. Guys, distract Josh more, please. Cultivation story is the genre with the most amount of slop. That makes sense. It's easy to make a farming simulator. To be honest, Josh doesn't really care about getting money from this shit. Amen. He does this shit just for fun. I do it to kind of waste time at this point. It's fun talking to people. It stops me from wanting to put a revolver right fucking there and succeed in what Klein couldn't fucking do, apparently. And frankly, it's just fun. I don't know. Isekai got plenty of slop. Isekai has a lot of shit. But also, a lot of Isekai do kind of turn into cultivation stories. Like, low-key, they kind of do. Hello, Miss Justice. It's like a never-ending cycle. Well, that's not what I wanted to open up. Be my man. Bro will join Klein one day. Vending Machine's got 3 seasons of an anime while other stories are waiting to get a single one. Oh yeah, no, but that you can blame on Japan being a fucking slop country. Rent a Girlfriend has 5 seasons and like 200 plus chapters in the manga. They love the shit. Me bullying Josh keeps him from dying. I'm so tough. Money talks, I roar. Andre. Andre? I don't know. It's basic economics. No, Dante, it seems like you forgot the system. Yeah. Oh, I mean, a lot of it is. Damn streamer, I'll donate anyway. I'm like 99% sure that's functionally impossible. Go donate to another guy. Because I'm not gonna give a fuck. As the first rays of the morning sun shone, the crimson disappeared, gazing on the golden light of the horizon of the sky. Klein made up his mind. He would find Dune Smith today and become a part of the Nighthawk civilization staff. Well, that was fucking quick. Alright, better write that down. Where my pen at? Blue! I think that's blue. I can't write! He's already got E.T. and Igeti. Ombre Hall's the first female member of Lord of the Mysteries. I know. The reason why Cultivation Stories has the most amount of slop is because their ratio between generally good and slop is ridiculous. There's like 14 popular 14 times more popular in Japan, Korea, and China. Yeah, can't donate until 500 subs. No. I think I need to reach a threshold of 1,000. It's 1,000 subs in where I'm able to accept donations. Right? 1 minute. YouTube Studio. I will finish the chapter. I will finish the chapter. I will finish the chapter. Just let me get through this really fucking quickly. 1,000 chapters, 4,000 public hours viewed. Yeah. I don't. It just you need to reach the 2 bare minimum thresholds, which is fine. Gotta get monetized or something. Brother, I don't care about being monetized. But the way Josh talks, I don't think he will ever get monetized. Like, don't get me wrong, I'll accept the money if YouTube pays me. But general, like, randomers, like you guys, no, I don't want to accept money from you people. At this moment, Melissa, who had gone out of bed again, had pushed open the door to his room. She was surprised to see her brother stretching in an all glamorous manner. You didn't sleep? I was thinking through some things. Klein smiled, feeling relaxed. Melissa thought for a moment and said, whenever I encounter problems, I list out both the pros and the cons one by one and compare them. After that, I would be able to get a hint of what I should be able to do next. That's a good habit. I did that too. Klein smiled and replied. Melissa's content was relaxed. She did not add more. Holding a yellowish sheet of paper, her and her toiletries, she headed to the bathroom. Not in a hurry to leave after he finished his breakfast and his sister's departure, Klein took a good nap. Based on what he knew, nearly all the pubs were closed in the morning. This is definitely not based in England then. Definitely not based in England then, I'm sorry. We've been bamboozled. Whoever said it was based off the pound coin of Britain, you're wrong. I've never seen a club be open before I've never seen a club open up before 6. If it gets to 6 o'clock, they're always open. There we go. Got there in the end. Fuck me. Solha's been laundering money or something. He's got more. He's got enough money based on how he throws it around. Okay. When you get there, I'll donate nothing. We'll stop. Me turning off donations will definitely stop you, cause I've done it to like 3 other streamers. Joshua, you're amazing. I've always wanted to see you live like this. Miss Justice. Are you from the TikTok side of things? Because I don't think I... Joshua, what's your favorite anime? Ooh. Anime, probably Full Metal Alchemist. I love Full Metal. I think Full Metal is a part of that, like, 9.5, almost 10 out of 10 group. If it wasn't for the fact that the author's... If it wasn't for the fact that the author's humor is kinda shit. I see we have a new streamer. Nope, new to Lord of the Mystery streamer. He is not new. Yeah, I've been streaming for the better half of, like, what, a month now? Something like that. At 2 o'clock in the afternoon, he's smoothing the plates of his silk. He's smoothing the plate. It's literally just called fucking plates. I don't know why I'm, overthinking this. The plates of his silk hat and handkerchief using a small brush. He also removed the dirt to re-establish the tidiness. Furthermore, he wore a suit of formal clothing, just like he was going for an interview. The bisque sheet was a little far, and Klein was afraid he was going to miss the working hours of the Nighthawk. Therefore, he did not walk there, but instead wait for the public horse carriage at the Iron Cross Street. Once you read my message, you will start talking about random bullshit, Joshua. I believe it. Oh, you like that dwarf, Edward? Yeah, I fucking love Edward. Edward's like... would say Edward's like a top 5 protagonist for me. Just period. Behave. Behave. Get to the window. Good girl. Cats are so hard. Cats are so hard. Treat them like dogs. It's that simple. You know. It gets to a point where cats get easier than fucking dogs. They're the newest Lord of the Mystery streamer. So who's gonna take your title now? Who? Whoopsies. Yeah, he had college or something. He was gonna start once more. 33 fucking likes. Holy legs. That's this is our second most liked stream. Which is fucking hilarious. Took some lessons from Hassan, I see. I didn't take it. What? No. I've never had to use an electric anything on my dogs, so. Hey! Wait a fucking minute. Were you not the woman somebody in chat was mentioning before? Diera. You are! Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Harsh Posure. Is there another person named Harsh? Oh no! There's 2 Harshes now! Oh no! Oh no, I'm gonna be in hell forever. I love you, Harsh, don't worry. You're my one. Probably, hello. He's undergone mitosis. No! My Harsh! Yeah, you are. Who mentioned, it before? Kami, was it you that mentioned Diera before? It's not that bad, I promise. Hi, Miss Gail. Hi, Sal. Hi, Diera. I did. Yeah, okay. God, there's so many. Hey, yo! Sake is taking the #1 spot, by the way. Thought, better to mention that. Anyway. Where were we? Iron Cross. In the Leon Kingdom, public horse carriages were placed under 2 categories, without track and with track. The former consisted of a carriage drawn by 2 horses, and could sit approximately 20 people. What the fuck? What the fuck? While taking into account the top of the carriage. Okay, okay, that makes a lot more sense. Only a general route existed, without specific stations that had flexible operations that it could be hailed anywhere unless it was full. The latter was operated by the Orbital Carriage Company. Yay, privatization. First, a rail-like service device was laid in the main street. Horses would move in the inner lanes while the wheels ran on the tracks, making it easier and more labor-saving, and thus was pulled by a bigger double-decker carriage that sat neatly 50 people. What a convoluted way to make a carriage. And now chat is filled with names I have never seen before. Hello, everybody. This was not how I was expecting the Lord of the Mystery stream would go, but hello, welcome aboard. And it's so sad to think you all got to miss kitten time. Not once, but twice, but all 3 times. You missed kitten time. Welcome to the calls. Yeah, apparently. Ping the server streamers. Streamer servers. There's a Discord server filled with just streamers. That actually kind of checks out. The Lord of Mysteries autistics are congregating to the newest victim. Yay. You missed a cohort. You missed a cohort of kittens. Yeah, that is true. What are you using to read? Our website, certainly. That is true. Maxeel didn't miss it. You missed Kit. Yeah, everybody missed Kitten time. Kind of sad. Josh, you're doing great reading and sharing your thoughts. Keeping it up. I'm gonna go sleep now. Alright, bye, Miss Justice. I guess that was the beginning of the Lord of the Mysteries Autistic Seer. Yeah. It's a good job I've highlighted you as a mod. Unknown taxes here. Unknown tags. Good. Keep that tax money away. Oh yeah. They're just, what are these fucking things called? I'm always forgetting the name of these goddamn things. Not traffic, jams. It's something... Oh, I'll remember the name later on. I'll probably put it in the Discord server. 20. However, the only problem was that the route stations were fixed, making many places inaccessible. After 10 minutes, the sound of the wheels hitting the tracks approached from a distance. A double-decker horse carriage stopped in front of the station at Iron Cross Street. To Besk Street, Klein said to the carriage driver. You will have to transfer to Champagne Street. But when you get there, it takes about 10 minutes to walk to Besk Street, explained the carriage driver to Klein regarding the route. Let's go to Champagne Street then. Klein nodded in approval. It's more than 4 kilometers, 4 pence. The young man with a fair, clean face as he extended his hand. As the workers responsible for money collecting. Okay. I can't tell if that's overexpending or not. Or, I mean, this does sound like privatization, so it is probably overexpending like crazy. There's an e-hub with better translations. Oh, closer to the actual novelization, I'm assuming. Because when I read that, this was significantly easier to read because of the translation fixes. Y'all haven't liked, there's a chance he will take pity on you and send you more kittens. What's the Discord link? It's in the chat. Sorry, not in the chat. It's in the link. Oh my god, it's in the bio. It's in the actual... Why am I forgetting the fucking name? Description, fuck me. Oh my days. Wow, I just fully stroked out. Description, Jesus Christ. You know what, fuck it. Yeah. And Kirbs, you are correct. I do feel bad. If you get the stream to 45 likes, the 4 kittens behind me, you get them all across the arm there. You won't get the cohort. You'll get the aftermath. How about that? He was a worker responsible for the money collecting. Okay. Klein fished the 4 copper coins from his pocket and handed it to the other party. He walked up to the carriage and found out there were not that many passengers. Even on the first floor, there were a few empty seats. I only have 3 pence on me now. I can walk, so I can only walk when I go back. Wow, stroke. Klein pressed his hat down, sat down firmly. On this floor, the men and women were mostly well dressed, although a few clothes that worked. Hey, someone fucking got Kirbs reference. It is Kami. It is. Klein showed his eyes and reached towards his strength, oblivious to the coming and going of passengers around him. Station after station passed until he finally heard a few words. Champagne Street. After aligning the horse carriage, he acquired along the way, and soon reached the Besk Street, where he saw the pulp of the brownish yellow hound logo. What the fuck was that? Oh, it was that. It was the music. That scared the bollocks off me. Fucking hell. Whoo! That actually scared me. Joshua, I'm scared the Discord's filled with many people. Can't be filled with that many people. The True Shadow God, Harsh, Wanderer. Okay, it got filled up with a lot of people really fucking quickly. That is very fair concern. Nah, we'll manage. Look, it's infested. There's levels to this shit. Yellow Street. After landing the horse carriage, Klein reached out his right hand and gave a forceful push. The heavy door gradually opened. Inundating came with a wave of an uproarious noises and an impetuous heated wave. Ugh, no, I know exactly that feeling, man. Although it was still afternoon, there was many customers in the pub. Some were temporary workers looking for the opportunity here, waiting to be hired. Others were simply idling around, numbing themselves with alcohol. There. The pub was dimly lit. In the center, there were 2 large iron cages, with a third at the bottom sinking deep into the ground without any gaps. People held wooden wine cups and surrounded it, sometimes discussing loudly while laughing, sometimes cursing loudly. Fuck me. Ugh. I can't read, man. Kick 'em all. Me and Rex are the only one with mod controls here, dog. Good luck with that. Discord's giving me a warning. Discord just gave me a warning being like, there is a sudden flood of people coming into your server. Should we alert Discord? Y'all are crack. Y'all are fucking weird, dude. Careful, half the Discord has already lost control to corruption. The Discord is terrifying me. Oh my days. Bots. Just finished this peak yesterday. Enjoy your read, brother. Have so much fun incoming. I mean, so far I've enjoyed the read. It's been fun. The pub is dimly lit, sometimes cursing loudly. Giving a courteous glance, Klein found 2 dog cages inside. One of them was black and white, similar to the husky found on Earth, and the other one was a woolly bat, was wholly black, with a shiny fur, making it look healthy and fierce. You want to make a bet? Doug has won 8 games in a row, said the little man wearing a brown burnout as he neared Klein and pointed at the black dog. Oh, don't ruin my day like this. Bet. Taken aback at first, Klein regained his senses immediately. Dog fighting? Yeah, dog. What the fuck? When he was at Core University, those altruistic and wealthy students would always ask him contemptuously and curiously if the boyish workers and unemployed hooligans enjoyed participating in boxing and gambling at the pubs. Boxing and gambling? Fair enough. Beat the fuck out of each other all you want. Don't involve the dogs. What the dogs do about this? What the fuck? I am not an unknown. I'm here for the start of Shadow Slave Volume 4. I don't think I was streaming. I was streaming the end of Volume 4. Definitely. Unless you're talking about my reviews. Then yeah, you've been here for a good fucking while. The invasion has begun. Nah, I'll live. Sal, do your thing. I will get washed away in the flow of chat. Don't worry, Zig, you'll be fine. They're eating the cats and dogs. But I misjoined the Discord server. How do you misjoin being in a Discord server? How does that happen? Oh, it looks like... Okay. Okay, that's how he's giving his money. Got it. Got it. You motherfucker. You boosted the server. I could tell. Josh, we have new emojis now? Fucking Christ. Can we, who can we blame for this? Kami? I think we can blame Kami for this, right? When he was like, oh yeah. Besides being able to gamble on boxing and card games, didn't it also include cruel and bloody activities like cockfighting, dogfighting, and others? always win Kami. The fact you're all like, yep. Has been trending for over a year at this point. Yeah, that makes sense. Actually, someone named Walter linked your Lord of Mystery stream in the Discord. Oh, don't be doing that. Not in the random Discord servers. Don't be atting the stream in random Discord servers. Alright? That's just rude at that point. Sal pinged everybody. Yeah, let's not be doing that now. Pinging Discord servers is just rude. Personal servers, yeah, do whatever the fuck you want. Yeah. Funny because Dara's stream, it's always blaming Harsh. Just Dara's Discord server? Okay. I thought it was like the official, non-official Discord server. Not a random Discord. We have a friend in Discord for people reacting to Lord of Mysteries content. Alright. Bet. It ain't rude when all the people want it. And, again, I was talking about, like, the official, unofficial Lord of Mysteries one. Because that's just rude. Even if there's a whole section to it. Time to introduce bro to the server lore. Chat is going so fast. I don't think so. I mean, it's not hard to keep up with. The short man smirked. Mister, we're civilized people. We don't engage in such unglamorous activities. Having said that, he whispered. Besides, lords were introduced to ban these things last year. Then what are you betting on? Asked Klein curiously. The better hunter! Just a short man finished his sentence, a resounding, oh my god. Cannot... Sounded. It's the fact I know what this word is, and I just can't fucking say it annoys me. Maybe you're not the young. Hey, maybe I'm not the young. Fucking, hey. Time to get, bro into this, the server lore or the D&D campaign. Don't play D&D. Go look, though. All of this missed so much. You can add him in the Discord server. Just wake him up. I'm warning the Discord server about Tablet. Oh my god, please. Holy fuck. If you're ever going to return, be courteous about a guy called Tablet. Please. Please be courteous about a guy called Tablet. I really do beg of you. Save yourself some mental anguish, brother. Fuck. Also, I much prefer this. This is a significantly cooler concept, especially if it's like birds or raccoons and shit. Kami, shut up. Tablet is the devil. Tablet is the fucking devil. He turned his head and waved his hand excitedly and said, you can place a bet for this round as it started. Wait for the next one then. Upon hearing that, Klein tipped his toes, lifted his head and looked as far as he could. He saw two strong men, each dragging a sack, coming to the side of the iron cage and opening the prison door. Then they dumped the contestants into the sack at the cage. Ease is live now. Good. Kami can't mod abusers here. Joshua might be considered the king of stalling. Amen. There was a grey and disgusting animals. Klein tried to identify them carefully before realizing that they were just rats. Hundreds of rats. Ugh. As the iron cage was deep underground without any gaps, the rats moved in all directions, but they could not find their way out. Right then, the door of the cage was closed, and the chains of the two dogs were untied. Wolf, the black dog, pounced the head and killed the rat in one bite. The black and white dog was dazed at first before started killing excitedly with the rats. Yikes. I like rats too, man. I don't like rats being in pain. The surrounding people either side with their wine cups and intensified their glaze and shouted loudly, "Bite it! Kill it! Dog! 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 Dog!" Motherfucking rat baiting with with dogs. Klein regained his sense and the counter of his mouth twitched increasingly. Yeah. This is just fucking weird, dog. Dog hunting rats for sport. Weird pub lad. I'm surprised I've not written that many notes in comparison to the first 10 chapters. Fucking hell. They're talking about who will become the first Discord mod. It's like a competition. It's either going to be you, Harsh, Admiral, or Arlen, more likely. Also, we're still at 44 likes. I don't know why they're asking for Kitten. We've been on 44 likes for like a fat minute. Kami deleted my Yowie comment once and now I have beef with him. Right, okay. The objective of the gamble is to determine which dog can catch more rats. Perhaps it's even bet on specific numbers of rats caught. That's... You know what? Whatever, fine. You know, chat, fuck my reference pun is spoiler for Lord of Mercies and Shadow Slave. I'm pretty sure Josh has allowed anything besides slurs and spoilers. Yeah. No slurs, because that's cringe. No spoilers, because that's really cringe. As cringe as each other. Right. Go off. Klein shook his head, laughing at the backtracked and circled along the edge of the alcoholic customers and reached the front of the bar. "New Year," the bartender said as he said spare Klein a glance while wiping the cups. He continued, "1 cup of Ray beer is a penny. Emirat beer costs 2 pence and 4 pence for the silver wine beer. Would you want a cup of pure brewed mountain latte?" "I came here for Mr. Wright," Kim said Klein directly and bluntly. The bartender whistled and shouted aside, "Oh man, someone's looking for you." "Oh, who?" A vague voice surrounded an intoxicated old man stood up from behind the bar. He rubbed his eyes, shifted his gaze at Klein and asked, "Lad, were you looking for me?" "Mr. Wright, I would like to hire a small mercenary squad for a mission," replied Klein, according to what Dunn had instructed. "Hey guys, I'm close to volume 11 of Shadow Slave." "Fuck yeah, baby!" "About goddamn time." I think I could take on a dog-sized rat in a fight. A rat-sized dog is just a chihuahua. I'll be real. My ego... I've survived a bunch of bullshit. So my ego does tell me I can survive a lot of stupid shit. Josh, I'm scared. People are arguing now. What are they arguing about, for fuck's sake? Fuck it. Quibbs, where are you? Where are you? Quibbs, rules, moderate. Bam. There you go. Have fun. Go buck wild, Quibbs. I think your DMs on X is privated, so I can post the songs and play them. My DM should not be private. Oh. It might be because... Right, 1 minute. I'm going to swap this feed really quickly. Just in case my Twitter opens up, because it's fucking Twitter and I don't know what to expect.